show doesn't exist.
Nice.
Dan wants me to say this. I owe my entire career to him. I would have totally flunked out of SportsCenter if he wasn't there since
high school.
I'll never forget. It was probably like 3 weeks after my first ever SportsCenter. Getting ready for that 2 a.m. SportsCenter, looking at all the tapes, feel this presence to my left, look up, it's Dan looking down at me, goes, so, you nervous? Without that, I wouldn't be the man I am today. And this top 5 is brought to you by Hyundai. Get into the Hyundai Getaway sales event and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, for all the Tostitos.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Thank you so much for that drop. Thanks for taking in this program. Back to wrap up this show in just a matter of moments here to wrap up this Wednesday and get you ready for an actual Wednesday show here on this Tuesday. That's how we're ending it. I'm drunk already.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. East Carolina senior guard Jordan Riley has been named to the National Association of Basketball Coaches South Atlantic District second team. Riley is the 5th Pirate to be named to the All-District team, joining R.J. Felton, Jaden Gardner, Maurice Kemp, and Miguel Paul. NC State wide receiver Teddy Hoffman will miss the 2026 season due to a 1-year suspension for violating NCAA rules. According to the program, Hoffman tested positive for a performance-enhancing substance. And former Duke football coach David Cutcliffe has announced on social media he will retire at the end of the month. The former National Coach of the Year has served as the SEC's special assistant to the Commissioner for Football Relations since 2022. And coming up on Pirate Radio Live this afternoon, we'll talk a lot of ECU baseball as they will be hosting Elon, and we'll seed the West region of the NCAA tournament in our March Madness contest. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey,
and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. We're also on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Chat gang already chiming in here on a St. Patrick's Day Tuesday. And we've got guests to get to coming up in a couple of seconds. We'll talk to the Mully man, Mike Mullis, as he will join us, getting ready to call some ECU baseball. Pirates and Elon going at it today at Clark LeClaire Stadium. We'll talk baseball with Mully. We will talk hoops with David Glenn coming up in hour number one. A lengthy NCAA tournament chat with David Glenn coming your way. Stay tuned for that coming up later on this hour. Hour two, we've got Brian Bailey breaking down the brackets. He was at the ACC tournament. We'll talk about how far Duke, Carolina State can go in this tournament. Jennings Hall will join us as well as she fills out her bracket live on the program, as will Bryce Williams. When I asked Bryce if he was coming on today, he said yes. I didn't mention the bracket at all. Will he be prepared, or will it catch him off guard? I'm going to say off guard, but we'll find out coming up at 5 o'clock. And B-Man, Brandon Manning, will join us. Said he could join us for a little while. Don't know if he's got his own baseball practice or he's going to Clark LeClaire. But either way, we will talk Pirate baseball and watch a little Pirate baseball with Brandon Manning. So fun show today, mixing in a lot of different topics. We talked football yesterday on the show. Had a great chat with Andrew Bays for you football fans if you want your football fix. So a little bit of everything going on here March 17th. We got Shirley, we've got intern Avery, we got intern Zach, we got Maniac Mark, we've got Head of the table, Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. Jabone, a.k.a. Big Time, a.k.a. The Little Guy, a.k.a. Little Finger, a.k.a. Doug In. What's up, Jared?
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Doing great, man. I am fired up because right before we went on the air, we watched a Gus Johnson March Madness montage to get us ready for the tournament, which kind of begins tonight with the first four. If you're an NC State fan, it begins tonight. And also UMBC and Howard playing tonight. You can hear those games right here on Pirate Radio. More hoops talk coming up, but we welcome on the Turner Home Team Live Line, Mike Mullis joining us. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy.
How we doing? You filled out a bracket yet?
We're good. No, I hadn't gotten to it. But,
all right.
It's always top of my priority list this time of the year.
It's got to be. It's got to be. But right now, baseball, always on Mully's mind as the Pirates coming off a 4-1 week. That looks pretty good, Mully, but wish you could have got to 5-0. Pirate bats cannot come through for Gavin Van Kempen on Saturday. What'd you think of last week for East Carolina? We saw three straight run rules, three straight run rules, and then that streak came to an end on Saturday.
Yeah, listen, all in all, I thought it was a reasonable weekend. Obviously, you'd love to have swept, and, people kind of default to, it's Penn, it's the Ivy League, but listen, that team has pitched it all year. They have said this a lot. They go into Texas A&M, lose 1-0, and then 2-1. The Saturday night guy, the left-hander, loses 2-1 in 11. Then they lose on Sunday 7-1, but then turn around, play a pretty tough series with Mercer, and you're like, well, Mercer's 17-2 right now, 17-3, something like that. And Mercer's biggest things on their schedule was Troy. They won a series at Troy, but I say all that to say, man, that was probably it'd been great to sweep, and after bludgeoning teams 4 games in a row, maybe your expectations get away with you a little bit, but all in all, man, I thought the guys kind of battled, and some tough situations coming out of that weekend that we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the season as far as injuries go. But I mean, all in all, man, I didn't think it was a bad week, a good midweek win, and go at it tonight with Elon.
Mully, I even the midweek blowouts, and I don't know how good Old Dominion and William & Mary are, but talking to Danny Beal on Friday, look around the nation at what happens midweek and all these teams that lose. So I'm not poo-pooing any midweek win, just like I wouldn't today against the Phoenix. Do you know anything, Mully, about Elon?
No, they're always with Mike Kennedy at the helm. He's been there for quite a while. They're always going to be well coached. Kind of a up and down season. I mean, just like so many others in college baseball, there are but a handful of teams that are riding the high, and even if you go to, LSU was the number 1 team in the land, and they were undefeated at like 12 wins, and now they look around and they've dropped like 5 out of their last, or maybe 6 out of their last 7. I mean, it's so it's the ebbs and flows. It's what makes college baseball so special, and even more so now in the days of the crazy number of transfers and all the things that we love to talk about, but. I think Elon's one of those teams too that's kind of making their way, and I think a lot of these teams' identities won't be discovered as far as what they're going to look like at the end of the season until at least halfway through. So, I think Elon's very much in that boat.
Mully, what do you expect tonight from the pitching staff? Last week we saw Ryan Towers and Gavin Marley. Do you expect to see those two tonight?
Marley threw it. I say a fair amount, but had a couple innings on the weekend. I would certainly think RT would get the ball to start the game with hopes that he can extend a little bit more than he's been going. And then I think it's going to be a little bit anybody's guess as to where they go from there. We really haven't seen the traditional. I mean, we've seen Cliff Godwin go Johnny Holstaff before, where you get double-digit pitching changes in a game. So we've not really seen that yet. Of course, he doesn't have the aforementioned Danny Beal, but it's we've seen some moves, but we certainly haven't seen that the kind of every inning and then even situational inning kind of changes. So I don't know. I think it's just manage your way through the day, especially knowing that you open up conference this weekend.
Can you talk about Joe Webb? He didn't really have a great, not even a good start to the season, but his last few appearances have been pretty great. Just talk about his progression.
I liked him a lot. His first outing on Friday, he was locked in. He's been pretty good. I think we got a little indicator of what his workload capability is when he came back in the second time on the weekend. Started off pretty good, and then the fall off was fairly pronounced. But yeah, he's certainly been much better. Actually, kind of neat on Sunday as he's leaving the mound, he shows a little fire and spits a little venom at the other team. So I think a little more emotion than you would expect to see out of Joseph Webb. But he has certainly been a welcome addition. And listen, I really like Gavin Marley. I like what the young freshman Ethan Rose can do for you. I thought Moran, obviously, I think you almost have to strike that effort from his season just because of the circumstances. I mean, yeah, you would love for a dude to be mentally tough enough to come in that situation when you know what just happened, most likely to your teammate in front of you. And I'll be honest with you, that inning of baseball was one of the most bizarre feelings at a ballpark I've ever had with all that was going on there, at the stadium on Sunday in what I think it was the third or fourth.
Mike Mullis joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Mully Kinney has a question, and I don't know what he's referencing because I was watching a lot of basketball over the weekend. He says, Mully, how can the replay booth get it so wrong on the steal at second? We as announcers and commentators, and we're pressed a lot of times to let's talk about what we see, but to try to stay kind of between the lines. And I think I got outside the lines a little bit. I will say I think my Mike Mullis's personal opinion. This is not the editorial of the station or anything else. I think that it's the replays have been the worst this year that I maybe have ever seen them. I don't know what my percentage is when I'm sitting there watching it time and time again, and can even sometimes get some looks that fans can't get and get a pretty good idea of what's going on. And you go, well, there's no way that this is not going to be overturned. And what he's referencing, Clip, is there was still a second by Braden Burris. The ball beat him to the bag, no question. Braden slid to the backside of the bag, and the shortstop never touched him. And, I mean, it was as plain as day that he never touched him. And when I say he went with a swipe tag, so he kind of swiped the air above him, ultimately catching Braden in the nose and then knocking kind of the bill of his helmet. But immediately Braden looks over and, they call him out. He immediately goes over and, goes to the replay, the universal, earphone signal for replay. And, I mean, it live, it didn't look to me like he had him. And then we go back and look at the replay, and it was egregiously incorrect. I feel like Mully, and maybe this was pre-replay, and maybe how good the cameras are and the volume of cameras, but was it almost like unwritten back at I'm speaking maybe Major League Baseball. I just feel like I saw a lot of, if the ball beats the runner, they're just going to call him out regardless of what happens. Am I wrong on that?
Oh, well, I think you're right about that, and it's the optics of it. But again, man, just like the kind of disclaimer you made before you finish your statement, we don't live in those days anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
it's as much as I love that World Baseball Classic game with the Dominican and the U.S. I mean, quite honestly, if we've got the technology available to have the automated or the reviewable ball strike call, then why in the world is it not being used in the World Baseball Classic?
Yeah.
Although it favored the U.S. against Cano earlier. It favored the U.S. on the final slider of the game. But, we've got these things available to us. But, Clip, I'm going to tell you, you can probably go out and find the Braden Burris clip on social media. It was as bad as it could be, in my opinion. It just wasn't even close.
Mully, today at the top of the broadcast, when they show you in the booth and you're holding the baseball and gripping it, can you give us a special grip today so we know, just for us, like maybe 2 fingers on the seam or something? Can you what special pitch can you give us?
I would do that if I were calling the game today.
Okay, so I guess he is not.
But I'll tell you what.
How about this weekend?
I'll be in the box all weekend, and
all right.
we'll. How about a knuckleball?
Give us a knuckler on Friday.
The knuckleball on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Mully. Hey, the first number 1 seed to lose: Duke, Arizona, Michigan, Florida. Which one's the first to lose? Duke, Arizona, Michigan, Florida.
Yeah, I got them. I'm going to go Florida.
All right, that sounds good to me. Go Houston.
But I think it's Duke and Arizona at the end of this thing.
Feels like that. Mully, appreciate you, man. We'll see you out of the yard this weekend.
Okay, buddy.
There is Mike Mullis joining us. Turner, Home Team Lifeline. We will talk some hoops when we return. Lengthy chat with David Glenn on the way. By the way, we are seeding the West region. Derek Brady reminding us that he is in from yesterday. Shirley's already got you down, Derek. Don't worry about it. And we will seed you as well. 317-1250 if you want to get in our Cucinella's March Madness contest. All you got to do is call 317-1250, give Shirley your name and number. You will be entered in. Later today, we'll find out what seed and what team you have. You win a free lunch to Cucinella's if you get in our contest by calling 317-1250, and can win even more if your team makes the Final Four and championship. So give us a call now if you want to jump in our contest, 317-1250. We're back with DG after this.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_Pitt County.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse, bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage, and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
Pirate fans, there's nothing like a home game at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and it takes all of Pirate Nation to make it so special. Season tickets are on sale now, starting for as low as $75 a ticket. Payment plans and other season ticket benefits are available to those who lock in their tickets early. For more information or to purchase your tickets, head to ECUPirates.com or call the ECU Athletics Ticket Office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit UniversitySportswearENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Brian Bailey, host of The Brian Bailey Show, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone. They offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, no time to dilly nor dally because we have a lengthy chat with DG David Glenn talking about the teams from the state of North Carolina in the tournament, the ACC teams, and partially David's Final Four because he has yet to fill out his entire Final Four. Here it is, our bracket chat with David Glenn.
All right, joining us to talk March Madness, David Glenn, NC Sports Network. DG, welcome back. Great to have you back on. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Happy March Madness to you and your Pirate Nation listeners. It's always good to be with you, Clip.
One day ECU will be a part of it again, David, which last time they were, 1993, we were just watching, I guess it was on the ACC network. It was the 1993 North Carolina season, and they had around the table Donald Williams and George Lynch and Kevin Salvadori and a bunch of guys. And it was amazing because I was telling young producer Jarrett, I said, watch this. Jalen Rose is about to hit this game winner to beat him in the regular season. And watch this, George Lynch is going to have this dunk to come back against Florida State. And I both amazed myself and depressed myself that I can remember things from 33 years ago, but can't remember things from 3 days ago. So,
well, have no fear because I think that description hits a lot of us. And I actually covered that 93 UNC team extremely closely, in part because I was in law school at UNC at the time. So I knew all of those guys really, really well, and was continuing my sports career while going through law school at Carolina. I do remember that ECU team. And fast forward all these years, it's crazy to say this, but we have 19 Division I men's programs in our state now. And Queens, in its first year of eligibility, just made the big dance in year one. There's only one school out of 19 that has not yet been there. It is Elon University, but at least everybody else has danced at some point. But, yeah, if you're an ECU basketball fan, you've been waiting a long time now.
A long, long time. Elon in town for baseball and softball today, DG, here in Greenville. All right, I set the over-under at 5.5. Maybe I was a little high on that, especially after you told me that the record is 6 for North Carolina teams. But dang it, David, we almost did it. NC Central lost in their championship game, but the state of North Carolina did get 5 teams in. We'll talk about Queens, High Point, the ACC teams. Let's start with what's going on tonight. And before we get to NC State, Texas, Jarrett, you had a big picture question about NC State.
Yeah, David, I just wanted to get your thoughts, just your assessment on Will Wade's first year, because outside looking in, I think it's pretty good. Not the way they ended the season, but just being a part of the tournament. But obviously fans not that happy, I guess.
Yeah, I think your assessment is fair. Good, but not great. And I'll give Will Wade credit for this. Most Wolfpack fans loved his big talk when he came in. They loved the swagger. They loved, the poke at UNC down the road as he signs Van Allen Lubin from the Tar Heels roster. He said UNC was, too dumb to play him enough minutes. And Will Wade made 3 promises at least. 1, it's not a rebuild. The Wolfpack will make the NCAA tournament in year 1. And I know it was close, but you got to give him credit. He delivered on that promise. 2, he said, used correctly, unlike those guys at Chapel Hill, Van Allen Lubin will average 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. Well, guess what? Lubin averaged 14 and 7. So I'm going to give him a win on that one. I know it's close.
We'll grade that on a curve, David. That's fine.
And to me, Van Allen Lubin was like a third-team All-ACC candidate. He didn't make it, but he was a really, really good player. And then the third promise was that at some point there would be a reckoning for all of college basketball with what Will Wade was going to do with the Wolfpack. Now, that was his boldest, most over-the-top. How have you ever heard any coach say that at any press conference? As you're introducing yourself to the fan base, that was a wild one. Clearly, that hasn't happened yet, but maybe he meant over the longer haul, there will be a reckoning in college basketball. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one as well. But the criticism is fair that the Wolfpack lost 7 of their last 9 games. So they just haven't been a good team on defense. I'll say this just from an observer's point of view. When you're really good offensively, but not so good defensively, at least you're entertaining. And at least you have a chance to win. In fact, the 2 ACC teams that barely got in fit the same description. SMU, which gets that crazy story at Miami, Ohio. The Mustangs can flat out score the ball now, all right? Now, they might give up 90, but they can entertain you and score with Boopy Miller and the rest of that crew. Same with NC State, man. They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the entire country. They have 5 or 6 different guys that could put up 10, 15, 20 points on you. They're hard to defend. They just don't have a lot of height. They don't have a lot of board presence, and that hurts them on defense at times. But both of those teams have a chance to win a couple games, and I think that's another accomplishment for Will Wade, although certainly part of Wolfpack Nation is frustrated by what has not gone well. But all in all, I think they're a lot happier with Will Wade than they were for most of the Kevin Keatts era and a lot of his predecessors.
David, they are expecting points tonight total around 160. So NC State, Texas expected to put on a show. We know they'll score. What does State have to do to win the game tonight?
Well, they gave up 102 to Texas during the regular season. The committee had to kind of wiggle its usual principle that you don't want rematches in the first round, but they had enough other principles. So the Longhorns, it was right around Thanksgiving. I think it was out in Hawaii. It was 102-97 Longhorns over Wolfpack. So clearly both had trouble stopping the other. It's really a matter of Will Wade made some really interesting comments at the ACC tournament. He said he spent so much time coaching effort this year they didn't have as much time to coach details, because in his mind, if you're not sure you're getting effort, the rest doesn't even matter. So he feels like just now, like in the last couple of weeks, he doesn't have to teach effort anymore. And that does leave more time for getting the details right. But he thought the Wolfpack's exit from the ACC tournament had to do with lack of attention to detail. He thought their late season slide was a combination of lack of effort, lack of attention to detail. He's called the Wolfpack soft at times. So the answer to your question, Clip, is to go along with the offensive skill that we know is there. I mean, Paul McNeil is one of the best three-point shooters in the country. Quadir Copeland is an amazing distributor at point guard. Lubin has had a good year. Darian Williams, remember, was the preseason ACC Player of the Year. Now, he didn't live up to that hype, but he's a very good player. There's no problem with the offensive skill set of the Wolfpack. Will they dive for loose balls? Will they help each other on defense? Will they play intelligently? Will they win the battle of the boards as a team that's not that big? That takes some grit. And Will Wade himself has questioned the Wolfpack's grit this year. So they're going to need that grit if they're going to beat the Longhorns.
David Glenn joining us on our brackets. We don't have to pick tonight's winner, so I have NC State / Texas beating A.J. Devonta and BYU because it seems like more times than not, one of the teams playing Tuesday or Wednesday wins a game Thursday or Friday. So could definitely see that happening, David.
Hey, we've had 2 first 4 teams go all the way to the Final Four. Shaka Smart.
VCU.
Shaka Smart.
Yeah.
VCU, that was more than a decade ago. And then it was Mick Cronin at UCLA handful of years ago. So those are the 2 examples. I wouldn't bet on it this year, obviously, but I don't think you're crazy to wonder whether these teams can get a roll going, in part because BYU lost a key player. I'm not a BYU believer, so I endorse that prediction.
It makes me feel better. David, we mentioned Queens they'll take on Purdue. We talked to Nick Kloss yesterday on the show, play-by-play voice of Queens, whose father is a Purdue graduate, and he's been a Purdue fan his entire life.
Wow.
He can't believe that he gets to call his team against the team that he roots for, and so it's a special matchup for him. And then High Point back in again at Wisconsin. I would love to take High Point, but I watched a lot of Wisconsin in the Big Ten tournament, and I can't do it. So how about Queens, major upset, High Point, moderate upset? What are the chances of those?
I would call Queens' chances near 0. Not quite 0, but I got to talk with Grant Leonard, the head coach at Queens, on my show, and he said, no doubt about it, we will not change our style. Queens is a very fast-paced team. It's a very offensively efficient team. They have a guy named Chris Ashby, who's the best three-point shooter in the history of the school. And sometimes the underdog slows it down to try to minimize possessions and maximize your chance of an upset. Grant Leonard says we're not doing it. We are who we are, for better or for worse, and we're going to play ball the Queens way. I don't think that approach has much of a chance of beating a well-coached Purdue team under Matt Painter. I do think High Point has a shot against Wisconsin, although I share your observations about the Badgers. One fun thing about High Point is last year, running a similar offense, they were behind only Duke and Gonzaga in raw offensive efficiency. And after the coaching change to Flynn Clayman, they have kept their philosophy intact. He was the offensive coordinator under Alan Huss previously, and they score 90 points a game. And I don't know if Wisconsin deals with a lot of that style in the Big Ten. They have a lot of scorers at High Point. They have a lot of depth at High Point. So whereas I'm not a believer in Queens' chances, I think High Point has a legitimate chance to win a game this year, or even more than one game. After a year ago, they actually put up a fight against Purdue before falling by maybe 10 or 12 points.
David, the most popular double-digit seed to win in the building here at Pirate Radio is Virginia Commonwealth. And I don't know if that's hatred towards UNC. Even Mac McCarthy, now he did coach at VCU back in the day, he does not like picking upsets. This was one of his when we talked to him yesterday. And I did go back and look at the Duke VCU upset because I remember watching that one. And Eric Maynor, Jamal Schuler, who I called his high school games at Jacksonville, had 14 points in that game in the win over Duke. That was also an 11-6. So some similarities there. I almost feel like we like the Rams too much, and now UNC is going to win by 20. But how about that matchup, DG, North Carolina and VCU in South Carolina?
Well, here's what's scary about VCU. They are a very good three-point shooting team, and UNC was the worst team in the entire ACC at defending the three-point shot during conference play. So when the Rams' strength, maybe their greatest strength, matches the Tar Heels' biggest weakness, that's a red flag for sure. And then I watched it unfold in Charlotte at the ACC tournament. For 30 minutes of that ACC quarterfinal game against Clemson, there was one player on Carolina's entire roster who kind of rose to the occasion and played as if it were do or die basketball, one and done type basketball. And it was the big guy, Henry Vessar. He was fantastic against Clemson, career high 28 points, 17 rebounds. The guy was fiery. He was, help defense, blocking shots, hitting threes, dunking, barking at teammates. And he just played like it was a win or die type moment. But not enough of his teammates did. And I know for those who only saw the final score, it was Clemson by 1, I believe. That was a woodshed beating until the Tar Heels kind of changed things up and started hitting threes and played with desperation. Henry Vessar played with desperation for 40 minutes. The rest of his teammates played with desperation for less than 10 minutes. You can't win that way. These Heels without Caleb Wilson are simply not good enough to win by showing up and trying part of the time. So, VCU's going to play hard. They went, I believe the game was in Raleigh, and pushed the Wolfpack to the limit during the regular season, although State did win that game. So this is a scary situation. Hubert Davis can rely on Vessar all the time. There's a couple more. Seth Trimble's pretty good. Derek Dixon's pretty good. Jaron Stevenson some of the time. But Carolina got no help from its bench in Charlotte at all. And I'm not sure more than 3 or 4 of those guys are playing with confidence right now. It's just a weird Carolina team where their backcourt is unpredictable, their bench is unpredictable. They certainly have enough talent to beat VCU, but I don't think this is a Sweet 16 caliber Carolina team, even if they do beat the Rams.
David, let's talk about Duke. Looking at it overall, I thought it was a pretty easy breeze to the Final Four. Then I started filling out my bracket and said, man, St. John's looked awesome the other day. I know Jarrett has St. John's knocking off Duke. You've got UConn and Michigan State down at the bottom of the bracket. But how about Duke's run to a Final Four this year? Do they get tripped up?
I'll tell you what, I believe the number, I'd have to double check this, but the number of active coaches with a national championship, I think, is 7 right now. And 4 of them are in Duke's bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, Danny Hurley plus Tom Izzo plus Rick Pitino. And I'm forgetting somebody.
Bill Self.
Right, Bill Self. So, I mean, that's we talk about the NBA as a player-driven game. College basketball is a coach-driven game because the turnover on the roster is so frequent, especially in the transfer portal era. I wouldn't want to see UConn and Danny Hurley if I were Duke in the Elite Eight, if it comes to that. Duke, when healthy, is the best team in the country alongside Arizona. I like the Wildcats as well. Duke is the number 1 seed overall. Duke just won the ACC tournament while missing 2 of its 5 starters. That is not easy to do. Duke has an anchor, which is essentially all day, every day good defense. And I think it's going to take a team that has some really hard to guard guys to overcome the Blue Devils. Virginia threatened Duke in the ACC title game in part because they had 2 guys who could beat the Blue Devils off the dribble at times. They had some 3-point shooters to go with those who were driving. There aren't a lot of teams that are good enough to beat Duke. But that bracket, especially if UConn ends up being an opponent, that would be a major challenge. St. John's, I think, would be a challenge. Probably the rest of them, not as much.
Yeah.
But remember, they're going to have to go forward without Caleb Foster as their point guard. So Pat Gongba is coming back to be the center. But you know the deal, Clip. I mean, in Mike Krzyzewski's 5 national championships, his point guards were guys like Bobby Hurley, All-American, Jay Williams,
yeah.
All-American, backed up by Chris Duhon, who also played in the NBA. Then on other teams, it was, Tyus Jones, the star freshman in 2015, but also Quinn Cook, the savvy senior, to go with him. And heck, in 2010, it was the combination of Nolan Smith, who's now as a coach in the big bracket, and John Shire, who's now coaching the Blue Devils. So there's no solid point guard play in any of those 5 NCAA titles for Duke. Caden Boozer showed up at the ACC tournament. The freshman point guard for Duke, the less famous brother, obviously, to National Player of the Year, Cameron Boozer, he was bad against Florida State. If Duke had lost by 1 to the Seminoles instead of beating them by 1, Caden Boozer would have come back to Durham, and there is no person who, as a freshman in college, has the mental capacity to overcome a horrible game and then be great in the NCAA tournament. That doesn't exist. It just doesn't happen among people that age. However, they did beat Florida State, and he goes from having a horrible game against the Seminoles, which might have had him losing sleep literally and second-guessing himself as he needs to be the starter in the absence of Caleb Foster. Instead, he has back-to-back career-high 16-point games, limits his turnovers, obviously facilitates his teammates. It was stunning. Obviously, the most important thing for Duke is winning the ACC title and getting healthy. But that was a fascinating story to watch because now Caden Boozer's all smiles. And he knows what he can do because he just did it back-to-back against quality opponents. That propels Duke forward with great confidence into this bracket. But there are no sure things, man. One of Coach K's best teams in 1999, they did not win it all. And some other of his championship teams were good, but not as great. That's just the nature of March Madness.
David Glenn joining us, breaking it down. David, Virginia was not only entertaining to watch, but also helped me out financially Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday in the loss. Cover the points. And, man, I wanted to ride them far, but what a path they've got. They got Tennessee, maybe even SMU in round 2, and then Iowa State. If they somehow get through them, Michigan, that's all just to get to the Final Four. So that is a really tough road, I feel like. I love Iowa State. A lot of folks have Michigan winning it. But how about Virginia? How far do you think they'll go, DG?
I have the Cavaliers to the Sweet 16. I really like this Virginia team. They play the second best defense in the ACC behind only Duke. They are a very good three-point shooting team with 4 or 5 different guys who can really hit you from beyond the arc. They're an older team. They have a lot of seniors. Even their star freshman, Tess DeRitter, is a 23-year-old freshman from Belgium. So a freshman, but an old guy at that. I think they're well coached by Ryan Odom. I don't like the matchup against Iowa State if it comes to that. You never know how the bracket goes. But I do like the Cavaliers into the Sweet 16. They are tough matchups, but, man, that was an impressive basketball team. They almost knocked off the number 1 team in the nation. That championship game was that close. UVA is the rare team, Clip. They not only like their starting point guard, Dallin Hall, they like his backup, Chance Mallory. I mean, he's really good as a freshman. They not only like their starting center, Johan Grunlow, they love their backup center, a guy named Ugo Onyenso, who's a shot blocker. He's blossoming offensively. How many teams love their starter and their backup at those 2 key positions? Right. There are not many in the entire country. But Virginia's the deepest team in the ACC. They play 9 guys. They trust all 9 to fill their roles, some large, some small. And I think they're going to be incredibly difficult to beat.
DG, you've got Clemson, Iowa. Feels like a noon Outback Bowl matchup there, and then the Frank Haith Bowl, Miami and Missouri. And so how about Clemson and Miami's chances to make it to the weekend and potentially the second weekend?
Yeah, I don't like Clemson's chances beyond maybe 1 win, mainly because they
Florida.
just don't have the offensive firepower.
Yeah.
They're a brilliant defensive team. But when they need a bucket, they just have such a hard time getting it. And their star center, Carter Welling, is out for the season with a knee injury he actually suffered in Charlotte. He was just incredibly emotional coming off the court because I think he knew the severity of the injury in the moment. So I wouldn't pick the Tigers for more than 1 win. And I say that as a huge believer in Brad Brownell as a coach. At some point against better competition, you just need multiple dudes that can get you buckets. Like late in the shot clock, create something. And Clemson just doesn't have enough of that this year. Miami's intriguing because I love their starting 5 at Miami. Man, Jay Lucas, the former Duke assistant, has built a program quickly. I mean, their big man, Malik Renew, all ACC. Their starting point guard, Trey Donaldson, all ACC. He saw something in those guys at Indiana in Renew's case, at Michigan in Donaldson's case, and he must have had a crystal ball because he took guys who were good at their previous schools and made them great in his system at Miami. They're both seniors. They're both tough mentally and physically. when the Hurricanes go to their bench, I just don't think they have enough to go, Sweet 16 would be a ceiling for them. But they're going to be a tough out. I love their starting five. They're well coached, and that guy's building a program down there. But to get beyond the Sweet 16, I think you need more depth, and the Hurricanes just don't have that this year.
DG, let's get your final four, if you don't mind, and we'll wrap it up with you. In the East, do you have Duke prevailing?
I have Duke in the East. I have Arizona in the West. And I actually have not finished my ballot yet. We're doing with the North Carolina Sports Network. I have to file my own ballot because people win prizes for beating me.
Okay, all right.
Folks can try to do that if they check out our website, ncsportsnetwork.com. So I'm not going chalk. I'm not going 4 number 1 seeds.
Yeah.
I'm leaning toward Arizona State Iowa State in the Midwest. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the South.
The South, yet. I didn't have a choice. Houston's an auto pick for me every year to make it. Yeah. So I'm hoping Kelvin Sampson can win one.
Well, one of the reasons I've been telling Carolina fans that even if they beat VCU, that's going to be the end of the road, is Illinois is really good. I think the South is going to be either Houston or Illinois. They're well coached. They're offensively brilliant. They have an All-American player there. That's going to be a fun. I think that's the most unpredictable bracket, the South. So, I don't have a final four yet. I've been I've been pulled in so many directions. I haven't been able to finish my bracket yet. But I really believe the 2 best teams are Arizona and Duke.
Yeah.
And I believe since Arizona is healthier than Duke, that the Wildcats are the favorite to win the national championship.
I have them winning, and I am terrified, David, because, and I backed this up with some research, they have the most, been upset the most times in the NCAA tournament.
True.
I saw on a list, and we've seen it year after year, but man, they look really, really good this year. DG, hey, down the road, we've got some Canes playoffs. We got some potential Hornets postseason. Baseball, but right now, all about the March Madness, and I know you got it going on at NC Sports Network.
Yeah, I got to interview Grant Leonard of Queens. He's a lot of fun. He's just a regular guy, and we goofed around talking about his goofy sweaters that he wears. Buddy the Street Dog is a fun story if folks haven't figured that out. It's a trophy that a Queens player gets for showing the most toughness, basically, in the most recent game. It's not a live dog. It's a dog trophy, if you will. And he called out an SEC assistant coach for recruiting one of his players.
All right.
Walking onto the court to talk to him during pregame warmups. And Coach Leonard did not like that. We talked to Flynn Clayman, the head coach at High Point. Of course, we met with John Shire and Hubert Davis and other coaches during our time in Charlotte at the ACC tournament. So we got a little bit of everything March Madness style at the North Carolina Sports Network.
DG, always look forward to this chat every year, breaking down the bracket with you. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll talk to you again down the road, man.
Thank you, my friend. Good luck with your brackets, guys.
Fun tournament breakdown with David Glenn. We did it Monday with Mac McCarthy. We'll do it Wednesday with the star of Wake Up Barstool on Fox Sports 1, Jeff Nadeau.
Jeffrey Nadeau, of course.
Jeffrey Nadeau.
Davey Bananas.
So looking forward to that on Wednesday. When we return, we are going to pack in an amazing segment in about 5 minutes. We've got Dog of the Day.
Yep.
We've got Jarrett's hot NFL take for 2026.
Big trade in the NFL today, and also a big announcement
about one of our employees named Chandler Honeycutt. Got that when we return after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aidan Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Ruffin McNeil, and when you tune into Pirate Radio, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, so listen at your own risk, please.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everybody. Grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. The next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware. Great food, great company. And as we head back into PRL, I have a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update for you clip. We are, or at least I'm watching a spring training game between the Mets and the Marlins. Connor Norby, 1 for 3. Jacob Jenkins Cowart took an 82-mile-an-hour sinker and dropped it right over the right field fence. He went yard. He finished, at least for now, he is sitting at 1-1 with 3 RBIs in the game. Clip?
Come on, Sean. How about that? JC with a bomb for the big fish. Come on, Chuck. Against the Mets. All right, we got to hurry up. We got a lot to do this segment. We got to do our dog of the day. And Chandler, it is, by the way, Chandler Honeycutt's here, left side.
Strong side.
It is a big day at the Doghouse Tavern.
Yes, it is. It's St. Patrick's Day, and they're going to be celebrating all day long. Brittany is behind the bar right now. She'll be there until 6 o'clock. Jess is going to be behind the bar tonight, and then 6 to 9 it is going to be the Elijah Harris Band. He's going to be hitting the stage from 6 to 9. No cover charge. They're going to have free food, free Irish food, corned beef, brats, potatoes.
Wow.
They're going to have green beer on tap, $3, including a Michelob Ultra, thanks to our friends at Carolina Eagle. So it's going to be an awesome time. And then also, you're going to have a chance to win. 12 pots of gold is going to be hidden around the bar.
How about that?
And if you find one, you can go to the bar, claim your prize, and they're going to give you some goodies. So go out, celebrate, eat, drink, have fun, get lucky tonight at the Doghouse Tavern, a proud sponsor of our Dog of the Day.
Located where in Aden, John?
On 2nd Street.
All right. I'm smart. I've hidden my green beer in this Diet Mountain Dew bottle. But I am drinking green today and wearing my green ECU hat. All right, Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day. I was chastising you guys, and both of you guys won last week, so y'all control the segment.
All right, I'll go first. I am going with the pack to lose to Texas. Horns up this time.
Your pack fingers are turning into horns.
Into horns. So I'm going with Texas, who faced NC State earlier in the year. They beat them 102-97. I think they're going to do it again tonight. Sorry to Tony Haynes, Gary Hahn, Jarrett. I'm sorry. All Wolfpack fans out there. The Pack's going down. It's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going to throw you out a bet to consider. The over is 158.5. 102-97 was the total, or was the score in the last game, a total of 199. Texas is 7-3 with the over in the last 10 games. The Wolfpack is in their last 5 games is 5-0 with the over.
Look at this guy. I've already got the over. That's good news for me, John. J-Bone.
When God is on your side, who can be against you? Cal Baptist money line plus 750.
Your pick last week was Cal Baptist to win the
whack.
And they got it done against Utah Valley.
Yes.
Congratulations to you on that pick, and why not keep riding them? They got who in the first round?
A little team called Kansas.
The name scares you, but they can be just as up as they can be down.
Darren Peterson is a loser, not a winning player, and Bill Self, kind of overrated.
Ooh, all right. I am going to my bread and butter. I'm going Houston Cougars to make the Final Four at plus 250. Houston hammered that Kansas team to get to the Big 12 championship. Fell behind against Arizona, fought back, made it a game, and I think Arizona is the best team in college basketball. So I think Houston can get by Florida if Florida makes it there. I think Houston will get by Idaho, A&M, Illinois will be a tough game, Florida, but I'm not scared of their path at all. By the way, they'll play Florida in that South Regional Final in Houston. So I love it. Give me Houston to make the Final Four plus 250. Jarrett, what is your NFL hot take on this Tuesday?
You asked me a few weeks ago who I thought could be a Super Bowl contender next year. All I could think of was the Rams. Big trade today. Jalen Waddle to the Broncos. It's going to be Rams-Broncos. Go ahead and write that down for the Super Bowl. And
that's not your hot take.
There's only 2 teams that can win it.
That's your hot take.
I don't really.
Jarrett says there's 2 teams that can win the Super Bowl next year, Chandler.
Only 2 teams.
If that's the case, you should just load up on their futures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they're going to meet.
Okay, yeah, I will do that.
I'm interested to see if that changes by the time we get to August.
Well, obviously we have the draft and, all that stuff, so we'll see.
All right, Jarrett Watkins on this day says only 2 teams can win the Super Bowl next year. Crazy. And finally, as we go to break, Jarrett has been watching Dog the Bounty Hunter a lot lately. Yeah. We got talking about his late wife, the beautiful Beth Chapman.
Rest in peace.
He has since been remarried to Francie Frayne. Before that, he was married to Lissa Ray Britton. Before that, he was married to Ann M. Tingle. And from 1972 to 1977, he was married to LaFonda Sue Honeycutt.
My great aunt.
Now, Jarrett had a theory
Yeah.
Would you like to share your theory?
Well, now that I know what years they were married to, it kind of makes absolutely no sense.
But he might have hooked up with her later in life.
Yes. Dog and that lady are your actual biological parents.
That is Clark's sister.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Long lost sister. And they weren't ready for you. They didn't think they could handle raising you. And so your parents were like, we'll take him on.
All right.
Dog the bounty hunter could be your father.
All right.
And seeing how Leland and Dwayne turned out, you're better off.
Dog the bounty hunter is my father. Thanks to the Doghouse Tavern for sponsoring this segment.
Tell LaFonda Sue we said hello.
You got it, buddy.
That is our huge segment packed into one.
Here.
J-Bone's heading to Clark LeClaire. We will be talking to Brian Bailey when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this. LaFonda. After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $235 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event, all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gately Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we'll fill out some brackets later this hour, and in hour 3, Jennings Hall will join us. Also, Bryce Williams, interested to follow that process. Could take him 3 hours, although I feel like in recent years he's been quicker filling out his bracket, less thinking, just more putting down names. And also B-Man, Brandon Manning, going to drop by, talk a little Pirate baseball as they get set to take on Elon coming up. We'll have a lineup for you as well in this hour. And we need some more entries into our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. We still got a few spots left. If you want to get in, all you have to do is call 317-1250, or if you're watching on YouTube and in the chat, you can say, I won't end the contest. Give us your name. Shirley will get your phone number, and you win a free lunch to Cuccinella's. If your team, and we'll draw your seed later in the show, if your team makes it to the Final Four, you win even more gift cards to Cuccinella's. Win it all, even more. Simple as that. So call 317-1250. You can call now. Shirley will take your call. But right now on the Turner Home Team Live line, we have the Hall of Famer, host of the Brian Bailey Show, sports director at WNCT Channel 9, Brian Bailey. BB, how you doing, man?
Not too bad. How's it going?
It is going fantastic. I love the NCAA tournament just like you do, Bailey, but I have two things that I would like to change to make it better, in my opinion. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if these things don't happen, I'm okay with it. But I think these two things will make it better, okay? You ready?
All right, let's hear it.
Number one, if you win your conference tournament, you do not play in Dayton. You do not play in the first four. You play Thursday, Friday in the NCAA tournament. Thoughts?
Agree.
All right. You sign off on that. Number two, go back to unique courts. And I just put out a tweet with these changes I want to see made. I've got an early 2000s game between Maryland and George Mason playing in Boise, and the paint is the hardwood. Between the paint and the three-point line on one side, it's blue. On the other side, it's orange, and it's they're playing in Boise. The other example is in Oakland, Michigan. Northwestern State and Iowa are playing, and the entire paint and inside the three-point line is black. And it's a unique looking court. Go back to the unique courts instead of everything looking the same. Thoughts on that?
The unique courts.
The courts that they're playing in should look like they do during the regular season, rather than everything just being blue and saying NCAA.
I like the tradition of the NCAA.
That's an oxymoron. That's not tradition. Tradition is playing on the courts the way they're meant to be played upon.
How many years have they had just the NCAA on the floor?
I feel like that was probably 2010 or something. I don't know. It's been 15 or so years now.
Traditional since 2010. I like that.
Okay. All right. Hey, look, good discussion. We disagree. One of us is right. One is wrong.
That's right. You'll get over it.
I will get over it, Bailey, because I love this time of year, and I love the NCAA tournament. I love brackets. I love the second chance with the Sweet 16. But this year, I'm not going to need a second chance, Bailey, because I'm gonna have a beautiful bracket. Have you filled out one yet?
I did. I filled out one.
Well, let's run through the East. First of all, do you have a double-digit seed winning in the first round in the East?
No, let me go get my bracket here real quick.
Well, you came prepared for this chat, huh?
Well, I didn't understand the rules going in. At least I didn't leave it out in the truck. All right, let's go.
Well, let's start here while you're looking. Do you have Duke advancing from the East?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your bracket handy yet?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any double-digit seeds winning in round one?
Let's see.
Do you have South Florida over Louisville? Do you
over Louisville? Yes.
Okay.
South Florida over Louisville.
There you go. All right, let's go to the South. Any double-digit seeds there? Do you have VCU over North Carolina?
Yes.
Okay. We're on par there.
I saw enough of North Carolina. I think they're in disarray. Now, with that being said, they'll win this game by 30.
I said the same thing to David Glenn. So many people like VCU that North Carolina's going to blow them out. Do you have the 1 seed advancing in the South, Bailey?
No.
Neither do I. Who do you have?
Houston.
That is correct. I love Kelvin Sampson. I love Houston. I have them a rematch in the Final Four against Duke. We'll get there in a moment. Let's go to the West. Any first-round upsets? Can High Point knock off Wisconsin? I have one. Do you have anything here, Bailey?
Texas A&M. Texas A&M is a 10 seed advancing.
As do I. I have tonight's winner beating BYU.
I've seen that, and I thought about it. I'm not sold on State. I think Texas is going to probably win that game, but Texas could beat BYU. Yeah, I got you.
So you got the Longhorns tonight?
Yes.
All right. What about Miami? I've kind of ignored them this year, Bailey. Had a really good year. They're the 7 seed. You got them getting past Missouri, and if so, can they got Purdue next?
I had Missouri beating them.
Okay.
I got Missouri advancing.
Not a Miami believer. And do you have the Wildcats of Arizona going to the Final Four?
Arizona, yes. I do have Arizona in the Final Four.
All right. So far, we are 3 for 3 on Final Four picks. We go to the Midwest.
We won't go 4 for 4.
All right. Let's see. Do you have maybe a Santa Clara over Kentucky? Do you have...
I have Santa Clara over Kentucky.
Wow. I think I originally had that, but I'm going to go with the athletes. Kentucky's got some really good players, but I don't know. I didn't believe in them. So I had David Glenn on earlier. I love Virginia, Bailey. I loved them in the ACC tournament. Well, the state game was awesome, and then they blew out Miami, and then played a classic against Duke. But their path is too difficult for me to take them all the way, mainly because when they run up against Iowa State, I don't like their chances. Are you going to tell me you have Virginia in the Midwest?
I have Virginia in the Midwest. Went with my heart for one time.
Hey, man.
But I thought I'll feel sick if it, so they have a team that could get there. I don't think they will, but I'm going to take them.
I think Iowa State's too good. I got Iowa State beating Virginia and beating Michigan to go to the Final Four.
There you go. That's a good pick.
We go to the Final Four, Bailey. Who wins the Duke-Houston rematch?
Duke.
I agree. Hate to do it, but I got the Dukies in the championship. Virginia, Arizona. How far are you riding your heart, Bailey?
My heart is done.
All right, we got the same national championship. Do we have the same champion? Who do you have cutting down the nets in Indianapolis?
I took Duke.
All right, I'm going with Zona. I'm going with the Wildcats. Bailey, what separates Duke from the field, in your opinion?
Well, I just, in watching them play, up close at the ACC tournament, I was just impressed with how they handled their injuries. And if they can get some, at least one of those guys back for a little, and work them in, but they're really good. And Virginia played about as good as they could play. And still lost 74-70, but Duke is just really solid. And so I like them. I mean, they may not have enough bodies to withstand it. But you play 2 games, you get a break. Play 2 games, you get a break. So we'll find out. It's a crazy tournament, and hey, you could take those 4 right there, and none of them could get to the Final Four. That's just how the tournament is.
Yeah, I went very chalky for me this year, but maybe. And another thing I've come around on a little bit, Bailey. I love the upsets, and I still want the day one upsets. But man, after watching these conference tournaments and these heavyweight fights with Iowa State and Arizona, Houston, Duke, Virginia, the great Big Ten games, like I don't mind if we get to those big boy games in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. And again, if you give me a Cinderella, I'll love it. But man, we got potential to see some awesome matchups.
We really do, and that's the most fun, because you sit here and you pick all the games and you try to do what you can in the brackets. But then once these games are played and they advance to the next round, and you can even look at the odds makers and the point spreads. I mean, 2.5, 3.5, 5.5. I mean, they're close spreads. So that means either one of the teams can win. So that's what makes the tournament so special.
Brian Bailey's the only man that gives you a second chance. It's the second chance with the Sweet 16 coming up next Tuesday on the Brian Bailey Show. If your bracket's busted, or if your bracket's fine and you want to just ride with what you got, you can call in and tell Bailey who will be going to the Final Four, who will be winning the championship, and Bailey will be giving away some great prizes. Always a fun show, and that'll be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, 12 noon. Put it on your calendar.
So, Bailey, we this might be dangerous. We're going double WNCT on Wednesday. We're going to have Ken Watlington here, and we're going to have Zach Kaplan on the phone at the same time. I know Zach heading to Greenville, South Carolina to cover some basketball. So what teams will he be seeing down there, Bailey?
Well, if you're having them both on at the same time, then Ken won't get to say a word. I'm just thinking that out loud.
You are correct.
He'll have coverage of both Duke and North Carolina in Greenville, South Carolina. So
nice.
Fortunate for us, both of them are there, and so we're going to have that coming up for the weekend.
Are you going to be seeing any tournament action with your own eyes this year, or are you out?
Out right now, depending on the next round, but probably not going to be able to get to anywhere. I've got some responsibilities here I got to take care of.
Gotcha.
But I'm sending those Zach. Let him get some experience.
What you got any fun memories of being in arenas, Bailey, where maybe you saw an upset? I like, Bailey, when the crowd who's not even there to root for that team starts to get behind the underdog. You know what I'm saying? You got any fun memories from the past?
No, what usually happens is whenever you're covering a team, like Mito and I went all the way to Hartford, Connecticut, and covered North Carolina, but whenever the Carolina game is over, there may be an upset going on, but you're busy working your stuff together for the next one. So I don't remember any off the top of my head that were just, I've seen some great games, buzzer beaters. They're the most fun. But it's really different, because you go from the ACC tournament where, it's such a regional event, or used to be anyway, and now you go to an event where you got teams from all over. So
well, I tell you, Bailey, I'm not a Dookie, but man, when they got rolling the other night and that crowd got into it, watching on TV, it looked like a pretty awesome atmosphere. It looked like the crowd was great in Charlotte.
Yeah, and it will be any time that North Carolina has the ACC tournament in Greensboro or Charlotte. If Duke or if North Carolina, and obviously if they're both in the finals, it's really, really big. But if you lose both of them, and it's just not quite the same. But having Duke in there had a lot of fans, and Virginia brought some too. So it was a great atmosphere.
Brian Bailey joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Bailey, while the basketball's going on, we got Pirate Baseball taking on Elon. Wild week last week. Run ruling teams, 3 straight games, 3 different opponents, and then could not hit the ball on Saturday. They get a comeback win on Sunday. So all in all, a 4-1 week. You wanted 5-0, 4-1. Not too bad. We'll see what they can do this week as conference play begins after this Elon game.
Yeah, that's going to be good when the conference play starts, because the Pirates have UAB at home and then go to UTSA. So they'll be tested early on, and they've got some injuries they're trying to overcome, and it's going to be difficult. The coach has been saying how much depth this team has had all spring, and all of a sudden we'll see how much depth this team has. because you can't sustain all those injuries and not have it affect you at least a little bit.
And hell, why not throw some football in the mix? Spring football getting underway, and we won't have any opportunities to talk to Coach Harrell until next Monday, but can get some video pictures tomorrow and throughout the week. So there's something to add to the mix. Bailey had a great chat with Andrew Bays yesterday, just kind of setting the scene with the new roster, new coaches, and everything. A lot of newness with this football team.
Really is, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, new quarterbacks. I mean, it's all different. I'm looking forward to getting out there. I did send Malcolm a text and said, hey, can you talk to Coach and see if he'll talk to us on Wednesday, because everything's so new. Let's have just a mini press conference just to talk about it a little bit. But he said Coach wanted to wait until Monday, so when you've won back-to-back bowl games, you can do what you want.
I appreciate you being the voice of the voiceless for us, Brian, and trying to get.
I try.
Yeah.
I try. It only makes sense, but, all you can do is what you can do.
That's right. And, we'll hear from Coach Harrell coming up on Monday. Hell, maybe he wants to get to know his team before he talks about them. So.
And that may be the case. You may be right.
All right, BB. So basketball, baseball, football, got ECU softball going on today. Shane Winkler's team, 19-10. Keep an eye on them, Bailey. They're playing some good softball, already 4-2 in league play. They play Elon as well today.
And tell you what, he's one of the good guys over there for sure, man. What a great guy. And I've always had a, space in my heart for softball because my daughter played and I coached all those years. But he's fun to talk to and just a great person.
All right, BB. Hopefully we can get a sweep over Elon today, and then we'll see what the Pack can do tonight against the Texas Longhorns as tournament play kind of begins with the first four. We'll have all the games coming up Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday right here on Pirate Radio, and some of those games on CBS. They used to all be on CBS. Are you used to it yet, Bailey? You're not one of these guys that has to hunt and peck and find the games. You're used to it now, right?
Well, I'm used to it now, but I joked on the air the other night. I said, this is the time of year that we all have to go back and figure out if we have True TV in our cable package.
Time to watch Impractical Joker commercials
Exactly.
throughout the tournament. I saw tonight, by the way, I believe I saw Dick Vitale and Charles Barkley will be on the call for at least one of the games tonight. So that'd be interesting.
That will be. That's good.
Check that out. All right, BB. Enjoy the hoops, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Take care.
There is the Hall of Famer Brian Bailey joining us. The second chance with the Sweet 16 coming up next week on his show. If your bracket's busted or if you just want to ride it out, you can call in, make your picks, and win big. Some great prizes on the Brian Bailey Show. All right, we still got some spots left. If you want to jump in our Cucinella's March Madness contest, all you got to do, call 317-1250. Shirley will get your name, your number. You win a Cucinella's free lunch. We will seed the West today, find out what seed, what team you have. If they advance to the Final Four, you win even more. If they win it all, even more from our friends at Cucinella's. Awesome pizza pie. Shirley likes the Italian ice. They also have great sandwiches at Cucinella's. 317-1250 if you want to jump in the contest. Jennings Hall is on her laptop. Is she filling out a bracket or doing other? Yes, she is. So we will talk college hoops with Jennings and more when we return. Our New Blue Pirate Report as well. Back with you after this.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Pirate Nation since 1989.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
Our factory-trained service professionals with years of experience are here to work on all makes and models of your vehicles, and we want to service your vehicles for life. We have comprehensive vehicle maintenance, oil changes, brake service, tire rotations, and much more.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
The 9th annual NC Pirate Classic is back. Coming Saturday, April 4th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, the Dixie Deer Classic, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine and Outdoor Shop, Mountain Dew, Country Mart, Moultrie Cameras, Carolina Ice, Simply Natural Creamery, Fox Brothers Construction, BAM Pest Control, Doug Henry of Farmville, American Threads, Corey Kennedy State Farm, and the Robinson Law Firm. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. We'll see you there.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter and Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Bruce Bivens, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. Locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, they're licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. Shortly after this program, we'll have the Brian Bailey Show. And will that run right into the first four?
Yes, we'll join that in progress.
All right. So we will have UMBC and Howard, I believe, is the first game coming up tonight. And then it'll be NC State and Texas
after that. Joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, former Pirate volleyballer Jennings Hall. Hello, Jennings.
Hello.
Jennings, I love this time of year. What is your favorite time of the sports year?
Ooh.
Get right into that microphone if you can.
Oh.
So we can hear you.
Sorry, my computer isn't. What? Honestly, I don't know. I do like March Madness. I don't pay attention. I mean, I feel like I've said this probably the past 3 times I've been on here. I don't really pay attention to any other basketball. Maybe when...
You're not alone there.
Yeah, maybe Duke and Carolina every now and then. I just feel like no matter how much we hate them, we still watch the games. So, like, I'll watch that.
And before anybody says something, Jennings, a big Pirate supporter, saw her at a women's game. She's been to a lot of games.
Yeah.
Men's and women's. So.
I go to the ECU games, but I don't really go. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to watch North Carolina play. I'm not going to drive an hour. Like, I don't really care unless I'm watching.
All right. So, not March Madness. Answer my question. What's your favorite time of the sports year?
It's just hard.
I mean, you're an elite tailgater.
I just whenever it's like the championships, so like volleyball championships, so probably like December when the bowl games are happening and volleyball championships.
Okay.
And then I like March Madness, and then when the baseball,
like the regionals,
the regionals and all that. Yeah, the baseball championship.
Yeah, I go this Thursday and Friday are my favorite sports days, and then probably like week 1 college. Well, week 2 college football because that coincides with week 1 of the NFL, and that is an awesome weekend.
Yeah, I like when I wish they would broadcast volleyball a little bit more. It just sucks that it's at the same time as football because I think if volleyball wasn't in the same season as football, a lot more people would be watching it. But I always love that first week of the tournament, and there's so many games happening. I have it like they've on ESPN this past year. They finally started where you can watch 4 volleyball games at once.
Yeah.
So I love being able to watch a bunch of games at once, going to a sports bar or something, and I think that's just so much fun.
All right, so you are in our Pirate Radio bracket challenge.
I am. I have not finished.
You admittedly don't follow it much during the regular season. So when you make your selections, are you going off of, hey, I know somebody that goes there, I like the city? Like, what are you basing it on?
Honestly, if I've heard they're good, then I'll pick them.
Okay.
And then if it's like, I don't know, I'm in between Duke and UConn right now.
Okay.
So I don't know. I always get stuck on which one to pick for when it gets a little bit closer. So I'm like, I'm just going to close my eyes and choose.
Duke, UConn, you're trying to decide. So we need your Final Four by 5 o'clock. Is that possible?
I think I could just do it right now.
Okay.
I mean...
well, let's do it.
Okay.
What game are you on?
I've only done when I do it, I always go like, okay, I've done like all the East.
Do you go region by region or round by round?
I go region by region just because I don't want to scroll up and down that much.
Fair. So you are deciding on the East champion and you are picking?
I'm going to pick... See, I think I'm going to pick UConn. Doesn't Duke have somebody like important out?
They have a guard that is injured, yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have put him that far, but it's still...
Duke is very good. Well, I'm not going to sway you one way or the other.
Yeah.
UConn just got ran in their conference tournament, so they're probably mad. They just got blown out by St. John's, so they're probably PO'd. Their coach is always PO'd.
I'm having a hard time picking between Ohio State and TCU just because I don't really know. I'm just going to pick TCU.
TCU, I think, is in the better conference, although the Big Ten's very good as well.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, too. TCU's probably played harder competition. I don't know about their preseason, but...
Derek says, have we asked Jennings about number 61 on the baseball team? I guess that would be the name you were referring to off the air. We will touch on that in our Jennings Hall of Fame segment. So stay tuned, Derek. All right. So you are, well, good grief. You haven't even picked that game?
I have only picked one side.
All right. All right, you go make some picks, and I'm gonna look at what East Carolina has done athletically in the last week on our new Blue Pirate Report. Call NUBlue.com for your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, all your needs. New Blue, the great folks at New Blue can help you out. Talked about the 4-1 Pirate baseball week. Unfortunately, lost on Saturday, which spoiled a potential 5-0 week, but 3 straight run rules for ECU baseball, Jennings.
Oh, yeah. That was
against 3 different opponents.
That was crazy. When I saw the score for in the middle of the week, it was like, 24-3 or something?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not real. This has to be fake.
And again, they're a lesser opponent, but these midweek games are crazy. Just look around the nation. There's upsets all the time. We had a great chat with, and by the way, ECU baseball getting underway with Elon coming up in about 30 minutes. We'll have a lineup in a moment. Softball also playing Elon today. Had a great chat with Shane Winkler on Monday, and they, Jennings, are off to a great start in conference play, 4-2. They've gotten blown out, at least score-wise. The games have been closer, but got blown out in game 1 of both series and then came back to win games 2 and 3. They did it against Wichita, did it against FAU, but 4-2 to start conference play, 19-10 overall.
Oh yeah, I honestly, when I was in Boca, I was like, I need to go watch them play. But the day I would have been able to watch them play, it was terrible weather, like really bad. I don't even know if they ended up playing on.
So they
Friday.
did a doubleheader Saturday.
Okay,
they
so
did play one on Friday.
Did they really?
Yeah. They played on Friday.
It was terrible weather on Friday. I have no idea how they were able to play.
Got in a couple of wins on Saturday, and this week they are back on the road against Memphis coming up to continue conference play. They've got a weird game next midweek at home against the Stanford Cardinal.
Oh.
Now, at first glance,
they must be playing in ACC.
You are correct.
Or NC State or...
Maybe, I don't know, one of those teams. I was like, why in the hell are they coming here? And then Coach Winkler reminded me they're in the ACC. So that's a great midweek game next Wednesday. When's the next time we're going to be able to see the Stanford Cardinal play here in Greenville? But a great start for the softball Pirates. Man, women's basketball, major letdown. I knew they would be rusty. I said it would be a rough first quarter. I didn't know it'd be a rough entire game.
Yeah, what day was this, Friday?
That was Friday night.
Oh, gosh. I just remember. I think we were kind of close at the end, right?
And it was close the whole time.
And then the end, they just
they got away from us. Yeah.
2 minutes?
Yep.
That was a tough watch.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they couldn't do anything. It was, and UTSA wasn't any better, but they got the win, and we'll have more on that in our Jennings Hall of Shame segment. So put a pin in women's basketball. All right. You're not doing anything.
No, I'm getting there. I got the West.
You're done with the West?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picking.
So go look at your first round. Do you have any double-digit seeds winning in the first round in the West? You know what I'm saying? Do you have any upsets?
I was thinking about picking High Point over Wisconsin. I might still switch it. Right now I have. You know what? Just for the sake of it, I'm going to put High Point there.
I wanted to do that, but Wisconsin looked so good in the Big Ten tournament that I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger. Do you have any High Point ties?
Actually, one of the groomsmen in my wedding goes to High Point.
There we go. That's enough to give them the win. I am taking the winner, and we don't have to pick Texas or NC State. I'm taking Texas/NC State to beat BYU. Whoever wins tonight, I says beats BYU.
That would be valid.
Because I feel like one of these teams that plays in the first four usually wins a game in the first round of the tournament. So I'm going to go with the Texas State winner.
Yeah.
Who do you have? So you got UConn in the East in the Final Four?
Yeah.
Who do you have in the West?
Arizona.
All right.
I feel like
I do as well. All right. Do you have the South or Midwest?
No.
All right. Let's do a speed round. What region are you in?
South.
All right. You got Florida winning, right?
Yeah.
All right. Clemson, Iowa.
I might just go Clemson.
All right. Tigers. As do I. Vandy McNeese.
I'll go Vandy.
Vandy has, they look good in the SEC tournament. So, Jennings, Nebraska has never won an NCAA tournament game.
Really?
Usually they're just not even in it. They've never won. They're trying to win their first ever NCAA tournament game against Troy. Will they do it?
I'll take them.
All right.
I mean, yeah. I wish I could explain to you why.
I know, which I don't know why you're so undecided when you don't know anything about them anyway.
I don't really know how to explain. I don't really
All
know
right.
anything.
North Carolina, VCU.
I'll take North Carolina.
That is the most common upset pick in Pirate Radio. Everybody in this building is taking VCU. So that could be a big advantage for you.
Could be.
Because you have the favorite in that game. Illinois, Penn, winners of the Ivy League.
Well, my cousin coaches football in Illinois, so
All right.
I'm going to go with Illinois.
Very cool.
And then
St. Mary's coming out of the West Coast Conference, taking on Texas A&M from the SEC.
is St. Mary's really that good to where they should be a 7 seed?
So, yeah, they are like Gonzaga light. They're good every year. I do have A&M winning this game.
I do too.
Okay, and Houston, Idaho.
Houston.
All right, so now are we going back up?
Yeah, we'll go from the one we were just at, which is Texas A&M and Houston.
All right, who you got?
I'll do Houston and see. This is where I'm kind of torn. I feel like North Carolina would probably beat Illinois,
A rematch of the 2005 championship.
but is North Carolina just struggling? Or they
They have a major injury to their freshman.
Did they take that into account when they seeded them?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you going against your family?
I might pick Illinois just for the sake of Justin.
All right, Illinois. Now are we at Vandy, Nebraska?
Yeah.
All right, who we got?
No clue about either of these teams, but since it's Nebraska's first time, maybe I'll throw them in there. And they're good at volleyball.
Okay.
So I'll take it.
And Florida, Clemson.
I guess Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Clemson.
Nebraska, Florida.
I'll go Florida. I don't think Nebraska's gonna take it. I mean, it might prove me wrong, but I don't know.
And then this will be a great game, Illinois and Houston.
You know what? See, I could pick Illinois because of my family, but Houston used to be in our conference, so I could always just...
Yeah.
There is some times where I'll pick it just because they used to be in our conference.
Okay.
I don't know. Houston's just got too big of a brand, so I'm just going to go Houston.
You made the right choice.
And then I'm going to do Houston again.
You made the right choice. So you got Houston and UConn
Yes.
on the left side. You got Arizona, so now we got to do the Midwest, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do another speed round.
All right.
And then we'll take a break. You got Michigan.
Yep, Michigan.
All right, Georgia, St. Louis.
Oh, one of my old assistants coached at St. Louis, but he doesn't coach there anymore, so I'm just going to go Georgia.
All right, going Bulldogs. Do you know St. Louis's nickname? The school nickname, mascot.
Oh, I don't know how to even pronounce it.
Billikens.
Yeah.
Texas Tech versus Akron. Do you know Akron's nickname?
No.
They are the Zips.
Oh,
Who you got?
I got Texas Tech.
Alabama and Hofstra. Hofstra are the Pride,
Yeah, I'll go Bama.
coached by Speedy Claxton. Tennessee taking on the Miami of Ohio SMU winner. So Miami of Ohio, do you know that story?
Yeah,
31-0, lost in the tournament.
I can't believe they lost, but I don't know if if they won against SMU, I don't know if they can go and beat Tennessee.
I don't know exactly how many teams there are, 300 and let's say 36. They had the 333rd schedule.
Okay, so they just played a really easy.
But they won those games. You got to give them credit for it. Do you have Tennessee beating the winner of tomorrow night's game?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Virginia and Wright State.
Virginia.
Kentucky, Santa Clara.
See, they're both kind of seated close to each other, but I know nothing about Santa Clara, so I'm just going to go Kentucky. And then Iowa State.
Santa Clara is in the conference with St. Mary's and Gonzaga. All right, Iowa State versus Kentucky.
I mean, if Kentucky was like 3 or 4, I'd probably pick Kentucky, but I don't know if being the 7th seed is going to.
Well, they have good players, but you can't count on them.
All right, I'm going to go
Iowa State's a beast. Tennessee versus Virginia. Did you watch any of the ACC tournament?
No.
Virginia beat State. Virginia hammered Miami. Virginia lost to Duke by 4 in the championship.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember that game being really close. So I'll just go Virginia.
They've been playing well.
The only reason I would pick Tennessee is for Kent Gilbert.
Ah, yes.
Me and Kent are really good friends. If you know Kent, he's the funniest person I've ever met.
I remember, because I retweeted this, I guess you got to pick like the warm-up music at Tennessee if you were a player or something, and he picked the Home Depot theme, and I thought that was hilarious. So, yeah, shout out to Kent.
He's really funny.
All right, Texas Tech versus Bama.
Texas Tech.
Ooh, Big 12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia and Michigan.
Michigan.
All right, Michigan and Texas Tech.
I'll go Michigan, and then for this next one, I'll switch it up and go Virginia.
Ooh.
Just because I feel like I'm being too basic over
I understand. Virginia versus Michigan.
Yeah, I'm going to go Michigan. So I'm going to be basic, but...
All right. We've got the Final Four. I'm going to let you think about your Final Four. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll have your Final Four, your championship and champion, and we will have Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. Still a few spots left in our Cuccinellas contest. If you want to get in, 317-1250. Shirley will get your name, your number, and you'll win a Cuccinellas free lunch, and you will find out what seed you have in the West later on in today's show. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Jennings Hall back with you after this.
Cuccinellas has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinellas also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinellas. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_Pitt County.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Ooh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Mac McCarthy, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. You can book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. And Mustache March is back. The Buck, Dirty Dan's, and OTs has teamed up once again with Pirate Radio for their annual Mustache March campaign to strike out ALS. Now through the end of the month, you can support the cause by grabbing an official Mustache March t-shirt for only $20, available now at the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime Tavern. 100% of the proceeds will go directly to ALS research. So grow out the stash, grab a shirt, and help us strike out ALS. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, I've never been to Dirty Dan's. You been to Dirty Dan's, Jennings?
Yeah, I haven't been in a little while. Well, I'm just out of college, so.
I will be there Sunday. A little special night of trivia during conference or during tournament basketball. We'll be playing some sports trivia 8 o'clock at Dirty Dan's for the first time. So that'll be fun coming up this Sunday. If you want to come watch some basketball, hang out, and try your luck at some basketball trivia. Real quick, starting lineup for the Pirates today against Elon. Braden Burris leading off in left. Matt Lashley at short hitting second. Austin Irby hitting third, playing first. Carlos Hakame in the cleanup spot hitting second. Michael Kalinich, after the game-winning homer on Sunday, will be the DH hitting fifth. Grady Linehan down in the order at sixth. Playing center, Davin Whitaker's in right, hitting seventh. Colby Wallace at third, batting eighth. Walker Barron will hit ninth. He will be catching. Ryan Towers on the mound for the Pirates as they take on Elon softball. Also taking on Elon, looking for that Elon sweep today in Greenville. All right, Jennings, we last left you with your Final Four, which is UConn, a 2-seed, Houston, a 2-seed, Michigan, a 1, Arizona, a 1. So let's go Duke, Houston. Last year in the Final Four, Duke had Houston beat. The Cougars rallied back and won to go to the national championship. So a Final Four rematch. Oh, wait, just kidding, because you don't have Duke.
No.
You have UConn.
Yes.
UConn playing Houston. Who do you have winning?
I have UConn.
Oh, okay.
Just because I don't know, I've just, I don't even know why I even tried to.
You would rather have a Husky than a Cougar as a pet?
Sure.
No?
You'd rather have a live cougar?
No. You're confusing me.
Which would you rather have, a husky or a cougar?
Probably a husky.
Exactly. I was trying to help you out.
Yeah, sorry.
UConn is the pick. They go to the championship. Will they face Arizona or Michigan?
I have them facing Arizona.
Okay, I like that. Arizona and UConn in the national championship. Who's your winner?
Arizona.
That is who I have winning it.
Really?
As well.
Oh my gosh, I did good then.
Brandon Manning is shaking his head. Why are you shaking your
When
head?
did you get here?
Come on in.
Come bring Maggie in here.
Come in, Brandon. Brandon Manning in the house. He'll join us coming up in a moment.
Good.
B-Man, we'll get your picks as well.
Oh, yeah.
But why were you shaking your head?
Arizona's the easy pick, I feel like.
I will say yes and no. They also are the team that has been upset the most in the NCAA tournament. So, yes and no. I would say Duke would be an easy pick. I would say...
Are they? Because they got the injuries and nobody knows. They're not the same team without...
Oh, here we go.
They're not.
I don't want to do a nobody believes in us with Duke, Brandon.
Do you believe in Duke?
Yeah, I've got them in the national championship game.
Okay, all right.
Losing to Arizona. B-Man, we'll get your picks in a moment. So Jennings has her Final Four. Now, she doesn't believe in Duke. She's got UConn in the Final Four.
I mean, I could see that. I mean, I really could. I really could. I really could.
All right.
But I mean,
but you couldn't see Duke losing in the championship. Come on.
Not Arizona.
Come on, man.
No, Duke don't lose to Arizona.
Oh, fair enough. That's why Arizona's not the easy pick. Got you in a pretzel here. All right, Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. Jennings, I'll start. Unfortunately, I only have Hall of Shames.
It's the Jennings Hall of Fame.
You two guys do more than you'll ever know to help East Carolina athletics.
The city's awesome, and I love you guys. I'll make you famous.
And the Hall of Shame.
Ow! I don't like the way he looks.
You are terrible!
I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
Hello, Clipper.
Hey, Zach, I know you're busy working. We appreciate what you're doing right now, but this is the Jennings Hall of Shame. You are in my Hall of Shame. You owe me an on-air apology from yesterday.
Now, can you remind me what I need to apologize for?
I said the UConn women were undefeated. I looked over at Studio B and saw a bunch of idiots shaking their heads no, including you.
Yeah. So I thought all the big teams had lost at some point during the beginning of the season. I was wrong, so I do apologize to you and the UConn women's basketball team.
Apology accepted. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Clip.
All right, there is intern Zach, who made me look like a fool when really he was the fool yesterday.
But he apologized, so now is he in the Hall of Fame?
No, he's just out of the Hall of Shame.
Okay, that's valid.
He's just in the hall.
And I am going all women's basketball today on my Hall of Shame. I knew this team would be rusty. I knew this women's basketball team, all those days off, it would be tough to put together some wins and make it to the conference or the NCAA tournament. And they really let me down. And, of course, that team is the Rice women, who won all those games in the regular season. A 20-plus game winning streak for nothing. They lose in the championship. They're not in the tournament. You look stupid. You did all that for nothing. So, Rice, Hall of Shame.
I didn't even... After the women lost, I didn't even pay attention to the rest of the tournament. I didn't even realize that Rice...
Freaking Rice lost. That could have been us, Jennings, but it wasn't. Could have been us. All right, you got anything? You got a huge Hall of Fame this week.
Yes, Hall of Fame. If y'all don't know, my cousin is on the baseball team. And he gets in a lot. He runs bases most of the time, but he did get in at bat last week, and he got his first hit. So he's in my Hall of Fame.
Are you not going to say his name?
Oh, what? Did I not?
No.
Oh.
Right now, we just know it's your cousin.
Well, then maybe...
That's on the back of his shirt. Jennings Hall's cousin.
Jennings Hall, parentheses, former volleyballer's cousin, in parentheses. What's his name? Do you know your cousin's name?
I do. It's just funny because now I want to not say it.
All right, let's not say his name. Say his name.
Chance Hall.
Chance Hall.
Number 61.
Why is he number 61?
I don't know.
They have some weird numbers for ECU baseball. It's not your traditional, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we have...
Right, and I feel like that would be a choice to pick that number.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is there any retired baseball numbers other than
at
23?
ECU?
Yeah.
Great question. What was your number?
38.
All right. I don't see it a lot, Brandon. Maybe.
No, there's a 38 this year as a pitcher.
Oh, okay. Chance Hall, that's cool.
Yeah.
We'll
Glad
be
he got his
rooting him on.
chance.
See, that's something I would do, so I appreciate that, Brandon. I'm going to give you a high five. Jennings, what you doing this weekend? Something wedding related, I'm going to guess. Picking out the food.
Baseball.
I'm not gonna be here this weekend. I'm gonna be in Myrtle Beach. It's one of my friend's birthday, so.
All right. Congrats on having friends.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right.
The fan club wanted to come in and say hey because I told them Jennings Hall was in studio, but they were like, "This is taking too long. I'm walking to UB." So
my bad.
All right. Hour 3 on tap with B-Man for a segment, right?
Oh yeah.
And Bryce Williams as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back after this.
What's up, y'all? This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church. Easter is the time of hope, joy, and new life, and you're invited to celebrate with us at Eastern Pines Church in Greenville, North Carolina. Join us on April 3rd with an inspiring night of music at our Good Friday concert at 7 p.m. Then bring the whole family Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. for our community Easter egg hunt, and celebrate the victory of Jesus with uplifting worship Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m. Come worship with us on April 5th at Eastern Pines Church on Portertown Road or online at easternpineschurch.com.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Attention pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for the perfect place to host your next event? Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville features event spaces for birthdays, business meetings, rehearsal dinners, and more. The corner bar is fully private and seats up to 50 guests. Our back dining room is semi-private and seats up to 40. Or choose the semi-private repair shop game room complete with pool tables and big screens. Add in-house catering and full bar service and we'll take care of the rest. For pricing and availability, inquire online under the Parties tab at fishstreethardware.com. Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. I think we were right. Bryce came in unprepared. I thought you were like going to talk to your brother. Like you always say, I'm going to talk to my brother and get some info.
I know. And
welcome to the show, Bryce.
I'm glad y'all have at least printed me off one, and I know it's starting, but I wasn't sure when.
Fair enough.
Which I think starting in March.
It's called March Madness.
Why didn't they start in the beginning of March? Like, it's March, bam. But I guess that's when you do a little tournament.
We got conference tournaments. We got B-Man here, too. It looks like he's copying one bracket
so
he's already filled out, I believe.
No,
he's
I'm
a
good to go.
multiple?
There's nothing here.
What do you got on your phone?
It's just sitting here in case somebody texts.
Well, you're like Rain Man over there. Right.
I have a
kickstand. A daughter walking around UBE and stuff, so I want to make sure she's okay.
And Brandon answers his phone for his clients at any time. What is that number with Farm Bureau, Brandon?
252-531-1812.
There you go. Always has his phone ready as evidence right there on the table. All right, B-Man, I got to get my Brandon Manning path to hosting. It's right over there. So while I do that, what did you think of the 4-1 week last week?
I said we needed a 5-0 to do it, but 4-1 is still not bad. We scored a lot of runs, and I really think that we're still going to be okay. I mean, we got to start. It's getting into crunch time where we got to start winning some more games, getting some sweeps at home. I do not think we have a sweep at home all year.
No.
So we got to start hanging some brooms out there in the jungle and getting ahead of that. So,
all right, we can do a make good this week though, B-Man, because you got us losing a game to UAB.
Mm-hmm.
If we could go 4-0 this week, we'll be back on your track.
Yeah, and that's actually a conference, so it's a better 4-0 if you really will. I mean, these are starting to be must-win games. UTSA and maybe UAB. That's two great teams this year. When typically it's only been like a 2-horse race in the American.
Really one.
Yeah, really. But I mean, last year UTSA kind of came out and was like, "Hey, we're going to stick it to you. We're here to, knock you down." But
and you do have us dropping 2 out of 3 to UTSA. So if you win that series, you also make up for.
I do.
So you got an opportunity there. All right, Shirley has handed me the list of 16 names, so we've got to do that at some point as well. As Bryce fills out his bracket ferociously. Let me peek at it real quick. Let me see what you got going on. Bryce is going very chalk.
I'm going to win. I got an upset first.
Bryce.
It's bad. Don't like it.
As I was saying, Bryce was going chalk. He has maybe the biggest upset in tournament history. He's got Lehigh knocking off Florida. Now, why Lehigh? They have pulled an upset before. They beat Duke.
I think that's just why. I think I have to have one just kind of. Well, I guess there's a.
I always tell you this, Bryce. If you go. Upsets are great, but you like to go out there, man.
So I'm going too crazy.
But, hey, good luck.
It's already inked in, so I can't do nothing.
I got good news for you. I don't have Florida making it to the Final Four, so
So I'm on. It's a decent track. But the bad thing now, see, it's inked in. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go underdog, at least one underdog. That's probably gonna blast a lot of my bracket.
That's gonna be tough, but hopefully they'll get upset.
Never know.
All right, continue on.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, GVK shoving, as the baseball folks say. Can't get run support. Starting to look like Jacob deGrom with the Mets when he would be like
Paul Skeens
2-11 with a 1.7 ERA or whatever. But man, he's getting better and better.
He really is. I mean, he's kind of coming to his own out there, and I think it's one of those things. Just like when Trey pitched for us a few years ago. Hey, he's got the ball. We're winning today. I mean, that's just the way we feel. Feels that way. If we can just get some runs when he's pitching, which brought me to a conversation I had with another former Pirate, and we were talking about like, hey, do we adjust the rotation some? It's a conversation.
I'm still on no, but what did y'all say?
Well, it's a conversation you got to have, maybe not do it. I was and it could have just been in my head, but Norby did not look like he was throwing as hard or as crisp as he has the last two outings.
Okay.
All right. He was sitting high 80s to 90 for most of the game, where I'm typically used to seeing him just pumped up, adrenaline filled 93. And I don't know, he's having a hard time. He likes to run the slider in on the back leg of a right-handed hitter a lot and get him diving into the ball. And he's just not locating that ball like he has been. And for whatever reason, he does not look confident out there. Even when he gets that big out, he's not, as confident feeling, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
That's one man's opinion.
But, I mean, and Clip will back me up. I'm typically like, everybody's fine. Everybody's great. We're doing great.
You are Mr. Positive.
ECU's going to host the College World Series in Greenville this year. That's a joke, y'all.
Yeah.
But I do not think Norby is 100%, whether it be mentally or physically. And just great job right there. Just picked the base runner off. Pirate game has started. But I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
And I don't know if we got a full MRI on the other guy either.
On Weber?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what his situation is right now. The lineup today, maybe they made, again, I was watching hoops this weekend, but we had the same lineup going during that frenzy that the offense was on. But did you see it today, Brandon? It's Burris, Lashley, 1 and 2, Irby up to 3, Carlos Hakame hitting cleanup at second. Michael Kalinic, who had the home run, is DHing today. Then you got Linehan, who goes back from third to sixth, Whitaker, Wallace, Barron. So shifted around a little bit.
Look, man, I'm going to sit here and say this. I feel like Boucher's done enough that he needs to have an a bat. He needs to. I like him in the DH spot. He's just he's been there enough and seen enough to where he's going to be successful. But
the good news is you got options. I mean,
and Hakame and the 4 spot, I just don't see him having that big pop, but I see him getting on base. And of course, I think he does have 2 home runs on the year, so maybe he's doing something in practice that Cliff sees, and it's like, hey, who knows? But I mean, we've got to find a way to be consistent on offense. I think we scored 3 runs. I think we averaged like 9 a game or something like that for 3 runs, and then you come out and you lay a goose egg on Saturday when a guy's striking out 14 batters. That's not good, but that's baseball. So
let me say something to Bryce real quick.
All right.
Bryce, I don't want you to take your frustrations from what happened in the AAF out on Arizona, because they are a really good team. You were with Arizona, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Who was your AAF team?
Arizona
Okay.
Shots.
I don't want you to take that out on the Arizona Wildcats. I'm just telling you, because they're a good team.
Reminded me.
Don't do that, because they're really good. All right, B-Man. Pirates are 1, 2, 3 in the untraditional way, I guess. Did you say they picked a man off?
Yeah, they did pick somebody off.
So 3 outs in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Pirates about to bat against Elon. We'll see if they can keep up their midweek murderer's row. batting, what they've been able to do. See, JC hit a home run for the Marlins today in a spring training game.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I mean, look, a lot of former Pirates have been just playing the heck out of it, man. Another former Pirate, name not being able to speak a lot, but he's hit a couple too.
Former Wolfpack guy.
Former Wolfpack guy.
Okay.
He's done up. I think he hit one on the AAA and one on a couple on the AA maybe as well. So he's with both. I think every Pirate that is playing is producing right now. So that's great.
Are you, as again, I'm in all basketball mode. Did you watch the World Baseball Classic? USA lost to Italy, but then got some help and were able to advance. And then they beat, Canada the other night and the Dominican Republic.
They beat Dominican, and then Venezuela.
Is tonight.
So that's
Is that tonight?
Yeah, it's tonight.
Ronald Acuna Jr. playing for that opposing team, but
I like that. Did you see Juan Soto? USA just beat Dominican, and he came out the next day and was like, "We showed them who the best team was."
Well, that's exactly what Canada said when we beat them in the hockey gold medal game. I think you could see who the best team was. That's the worst thing you can say after losing a game.
I think it's crap. I mean, I like how they're having fun. This is it sort of reminds me of a backyard baseball game when it comes to the freedom that they allow stuff.
As a guy who caught, how do you feel about the Cal Raleigh Randy Arozarena situation?
Cal's Mr. Business, but I think if you're going to see that guy a few times this year,
it was a little much.
I think you should. Hey, bud, just give it. You're not doing anything. You're not giving him a hug like the who did that? Venezuela and Dominican. Everybody hugged everybody the whole game.
That's the whole Larry Bird thing where he wouldn't shake hands before a game to some guys. They never shook Bill Laimbeer's hand. All right,
I got some good reasonings on why,
and I can't wait to hear the whys.
Yep.
And B-Man's finishing out his bracket as the Pirates come up to bat with Braden Burris. All right, Bryce, let's see. Got no upsets going in the East.
Yeah, I figured I'd stay.
Get on that mic.
Oh, my bad. I figure I'm going to play to win.
Does have Mick Cronin and UCLA making a run to the Elite Eight, but losing to Duke.
Yeah, so my reason behind UCLA was they were the powerhouse with Woody. No, who was the coach long time ago? Wrote a book.
Oh, John Wooden.
Yeah. I just kind of that seems kind of cool. Let's maybe get them back in there.
All right. That's a classic matchup there. Duke UCLA with Duke advancing. Oh boy, this looks fun. The South. So Bryce has Lehigh, who by the way, they play tomorrow night in the play-in game.
So
but you get either team. So if Lehigh loses tomorrow, you get Prairie View. They can beat Florida.
Okay.
So you got two teams against one.
Dang hell.
Lehigh pulling the massive upset against Florida. You have Nebraska making a big run. We'll talk more about that in a moment. You got Texas A&M beating my Houston Cougars. And you have North Carolina and Nebraska in the Elite Eight, with Nebraska going to the Final Four. Bryce, Nebraska has never won a conference tournament game.
This is
going to be the biggest story in college basketball. They had a great year, which you can see by their seed.
Yeah.
They had a good year. But you got them going to the Final Four. All right, on the other side, Arizona, who I have winning it all. You have them in the Final Four. Any upsets? Not pretty chalky West. Yeah. Arizona beating Purdue. And in the Midwest, Michigan goes down to Georgia. Goodbye, Wolverines. You got Texas Tech beating Georgia. Texas Tech in the Elite Eight. I love Iowa State. They have played great. You got them in the Elite Eight. But Texas Tech knocks them off to get to the Final Four. We have a Big 12 matchup, Texas Tech, Arizona, and Texas Tech goes to the national championship to face Duke, and Duke wins it all. Yeah. Now, why Nebraska?
I kind of just got stuck on it and then thought, they got good deer hunting, and kind of just went that route with it.
I like that. I'm with you.
Yeah, so I was about to ask you between the middle of the baseball. I said, do I go Iowa or Nebraska as far as deer hunting?
I went Iowa State because I talked to two.
Hold on. We'll get to you. So I
was about to ask you what your thoughts were, who's got the better deer hunting, Iowa or Nebraska?
You can answer that question.
It'd probably be.
You are such a.
Which I probably should have gone Iowa if I'm thinking deer hunt. I think balance, and I thought, oh, in the end, the big red end seemed pretty cool.
All right.
And yeah.
Duke, Arizona, pretty self-explanatory. Why Texas Tech making this
Well,
run?
I went back to my roots of ECU football, and how did I get to where I was?
Offensive coordinator from Texas Tech, be it Lincoln Riley.
Rough Link.
Okay, Brandon got it.
There we go. So I kind of went that route.
Graduate assistant from Texas Tech. His first OC job was ECU, right?
So I went there. I said, you know what, Texas Tech gave me the chance, got me to do what I can do, and you know what, I'm going to give them the
Now, Bryce, you're a Pirate, but a lot of North Carolina families pull for an ACC team. I grew up in a split household. My dad was a Carolina fan, mom a Duke fan. I went with my pop side and chose Carolina.
I always like Pam better. Sorry, Mr. Clip.
How about your household? Did y'all grow up pulling for an ACC team at all?
All Carolina fans.
Really?
My
Okay.
dad and older brother are heavy Carolina fans.
So why Duke?
Just being real.
You got to be real.
I just kind of kept it real.
He's my guy.
I'm here to win. I'm at least. My goal is to finish.
Can I look at yours, Brandon?
Probably top 10 is at least the goal. But if I can, I think if I can finish top 10, I'll be good.
All right, B-Man going chalky in the East. I will say this. I thought this was Duke's just a wide open bracket for him, Brandon. If I'm worried about anything, I think I'm worried about St. John's.
Yeah, I am
the
too.
way they looked in the
they're
Big East
playing, and
tournament.
they're definitely well coached. I mean, you got to give it to Patino.
Yeah.
Just a great coach. Him and Izzo, I never want to run up against.
But you got Duke going to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce and Brandon are not Florida believers. You got Clemson knocking off Florida.
My upset.
All right. I like it. But you do have Houston making it out of the South. One key thing, too, here, Bryce.
I got to put the total.
If Houston makes it to this point, which you don't even have them making it here, these games in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8 will be played in Houston. So we'll have
you got to think outside the box.
Yeah. All right.
Know your locations.
To the west we go. Arizona loves to get upset in the tournament, and Brandon has them. I mean, this wouldn't be a huge upset, but Arkansas looked great in the SEC tournament. You have them beating Arizona.
Arkansas for the win.
All right. You got Miami making a little run. I see some. Oh, you got BYU, Arkansas. That would be a Wild West final, and you have the Razorbacks. So you got Calipari back in the Final Four. All right. And then in the Midwest, you got the big boys playing, as do I, Michigan, Iowa State, and I've got Iowa State, and so do you. They looked awesome in the Big 12 this year. You got Iowa State facing Duke in the championship, with Duke winning it. All right.
I got to put my total.
Why is this? Why can this Duke team go all the way?
I think they're playing to have something to prove. I mean, they nobody believed in them at the beginning of the year. They weren't even ranked. They had 2 or 3 of the best players. They had the best recruiting staff, but nobody thought they could win it. So I think they're playing with a little bit to prove. I also thought towards the latter part of the year, they were sort of coming together. I mean, they were hitting stride at the right time, which is what you want on a championship team.
Who's the guy? Sar? Is it? What's
Sar?
He's a bad dude, and I heard that he had a kind of not a come to Jesus, but a chat at the turn of the calendar with Shire, and kind of changed his whole outlook on things.
Him and you know what? With Nagumba sitting out for a little bit, Malik Brown has really came back to what he was playing at last year. You know, active hands every which direction, batting balls down, getting passes, steals, block shots. And I think maybe Patrick Nagumba might sit out the first game, but after that they'll be all hands, all big man on deck for the rest of the tournament, which is what you need in a tournament situation, all the bodies you can. If we can just get Caleb Foster back in probably the second or third round, we'll see. I mean, that is a something that may or may not happen.
Brandon, you and I have a lot of pack buddies. Will they be happy tonight? What do you think about State and Texas tonight?
I think State wins.
Okay.
Just because I hope my cell phone doesn't go off as much as it normally does with all my State friends.
The first four, the play-in games, 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow, State and Texas, and I've got the winner of that game beating BYU, whoever gets by.
Man, I like BYU in the tournament. They got
the best player.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. I think he puts them on their shoulders for a round or two.
I like he's not only talented, but he's got the want to.
Yeah,
he's a good team player. Like I like him a lot. All right, Brandon, you're gonna run?
Yeah, I'm gonna run. Yeah, we got a baseball game.
My buddy Terrence says that I said Calipari back in the Final Four. He said technically Calipari has had all his Final Fours vacated, and this one probably will be too.
Why will this one be vacated?
Because he's cheating somehow.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it. I mean, like, how do you cheat nowadays?
That's a good question. These guys will find a way.
Do you like, hey, if you do not come to my school, I will beat your... Do you start threatening people to come to your school? Is that how you cheat nowadays?
Yeah, I don't know.
But hey, I got these pictures of you doing something in town,
blackmail action.
If you don't come, I'm going to send these to Sports Illustrated or something, and then you.
How old are you, Brandon? Still read Sports Illustrated?
41.
Huh. All right. B-Man, enjoyed it.
Yes, sir.
Pirates. You had him on your initial sheet with a. Let's see. Where is UAB? A 3-1 week this week to make up for last week. We need a 4-0 week.
Need a 4-0 week. I want to see it. So we can start marking those names when you get it. Start saying, hey, that's a W. That's doing this. Let's see how. Those are the wins and losses that I think we will come up with when we get to the finish, and that would make it to where we will get a bid. Maybe not host a regional, but we will get a bid.
Can you go turn these into Shirley Rhodes?
Yes, I can.
B-Man, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
See you later.
Yeah, bud.
Alligator.
We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Why was Bryce high above Greenville? Was he hunting hogs?
That'd been...
We'll ask him. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. Also, spring football has begun for ECU.
Already started?
Yeah. Started yesterday. We'll be out there tomorrow morning, Pirate Radio. And we'll talk a little football with Bryce as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Are You Okay and Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_Pitt County.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event, all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. And members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. And as we head back into PRL, we have a Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. East Carolina softball also taking on Elon at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. And Elon just walked the batter. East Carolina has loaded the bases with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and they lead it 2-1. Back to you, Clip.
We lead 2-1?
Yes.
Okay. That is good news. And let's keep the winning ways going in softball. Baseball scoreless right now over at Clark LeClaire Stadium. You good? You cocked and loaded over there?
Yeah, it was a little low on me, so I was like, man.
I'm trying to find, what is ECU football on Twitter? Is it East Carolina football?
I thought it was just ECU football.
I did as well. Let's see. ECU football. Click on that.
It's ECU Pirates FB.
There we go. I wanted to show you this, Bryce, and we'll play it. So going into spring practice today, St. Patrick's Day, they had a dude with bagpipes. I don't know who it is.
That's cool.
That is cool.
I love some bagpipes. That's pretty cool.
Shirley, as we are both fans of Rowdy Roddy Piper, loved him coming to the ring.
I totally appreciated it. I thought that was really cool.
Yes.
So who do we know, the Piper?
I do not. That is a great question to ask Coach Harrell, but unfortunately we won't be able to talk to him until next Monday.
Dang.
I know. We got to wait a week.
Dago.
Maybe he's getting to know this new team before he tells us about his new team.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Had a great chat yesterday if you're riding around, Bryce, and got time to kill, want to hear a football chat, Andrew Bays, ECU Hall of Famer, now color analyst for the Pirates. We had an off-season kind of recap chat yesterday on the show to talk about the newness, and it will be a lot of newness, obviously. Offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, quarterback. Got some guys in the backfield and receiver back, but some newcomers there, newcomers on the O-line, and lost quite a bit on the defense. So part of this spring for us is going to be, recognizing the new faces. Number changes are always tough. Do you keep your same number, 80, the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Slim 80 the whole way. And maybe finding out who are some spring darlings although usually those guys never pan out in the fall. Everybody I pick like in the spring, like watch out for this guy, never made. And you probably had guys like that were really good at practice or something, but for whatever reason never made it, on the field. So Alex Harper last week said spring ball was his least favorite time of the football calendar. Andrew Bays said winter workouts, his least favorite, toughest time. How about you, Bryce?
I mean, if I had to choose one, I guess I would go probably winter workouts. If I had to choose one,
because there's a lot of stuff without a football, right?
Yeah, a lot of stuff without football. I mean, I loved the lifting weights partner free. I really loved every part of it. But if I had to pick a least favorite, I guess you could say
you're the opposite, Alex Harper. He didn't like any of it. You liked all of it. So instead of saying like the worst part, I guess your least favorite.
Yeah, like my least favorite, just because. But I liked it all. I mean, of course, there was times like, oh, that's monotonous. But in the grand scheme of things, once practice got rolling, like I loved the competitive part, 1-on-1, 7-on-7. I loved all of it. Walkthroughs were not that fun, I'll say that. But
are we at spring now, or are we in season?
Kind of going all, because we did walkthroughs in spring.
How much is spring about? Because it's so different now. You played with that group for years, at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
Now it's all new individuals trying to become a team. So I was going to ask, like, how much is it about veterans versus young guys? But now everybody's trying to get up to speed with one another.
Yeah. I would say it's different because, you're with the same group the whole time. We go through winter workouts together. There may be a few unfamiliar or new faces, with new grads coming out of high school or some of that, or a transfer.
And you kind of go from Coop to Breon, something like that.
Yeah, everybody it was all familiar.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of excited to get back on the field with the guys. I mean, definitely more opportunity for younger guys to, make an impact before the season. But I wouldn't say it's. Oh, guys, you have your starters and stuff, but I say there's more opportunity for the young fellas.
The coordinator part is huge, too. You guys had Lincoln, and then you go to Dave Nickel, who was at least similar, right?
Yeah, we didn't change.
Your problem was the quarterback situation, obviously.
Yeah.
But the new offense, now this Jordan Davis comes in from North Texas with the #1 offense in the country. So that sounds awesome, right? So we'll see if and I'm assuming it's going to be at least somewhat similar, but you got all new quarterbacks, so does that even matter? Yeah. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully these guys have done something maybe before the spring has come. But, I mean, we still got the summer. So I would certainly think and hope that they did what we did. In the summer, they organized, routes on air, 7-on-7. I mean, without coaches stuff, I think they may have a little more freedom with coaches than we did. But I got faith in what we got going on, so I'm definitely anxious to hopefully get out to a practice and check things out, and hopefully the boys are enjoying spring ball. I thought it was fun.
I wonder if we're going to side-eye whoever wins the quarterback battle, because I go back to Rio Johnson versus Shane Carden. Yeah. Rio wins it, and we found out that was the wrong decision.
Yeah.
And Shane is the ECU Hall of Famer. And then you go just a couple years ago, Jake Garcia is the starter week 1, and then Hauser comes in and leads us to a bowl victory, and then a team that got back to a bowl last year. So just because the guy's a starter week 1 does not mean he'll be the starter week 8.
No, things are, if you're not performing,
fluid.
It typically rotates.
Yeah. Good news, Blake Harrell still here. Your boy Mags still here. We still got some
some pieces
Tesh
the foundation. That's a big one, bro.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of guys, former players too. They give him a ton of credit.
Yeah,
Roy Tesh.
He's awesome. I mean, he's a super cool guy, but you talk about somebody who gets after it.
Yeah.
In practice, and even, I mean, in individual, I mean, just getting after it. His poor vocal cords, because he is, I mean, just 1,000 miles an hour, a lot of energy. But I think he brings that out in the defensive line as we see. I mean, he has high expectations, as they all do. But just sort of seeing like, my goodness, he definitely has a little bit of set apart from what you just hear him and see what's going on, and I think it shows on the field.
So what do you remember as far as, you said you loved the competition part of practice? Do you get that in spring ball? What do you remember about
still
that?
do your one-on-ones, your 7-on-7s, your teams and stuff like that. Of course, I got to be in it on run game too, but I mean, you're still doing all those typical competition stuff. I like 7-on-7 obviously a lot, but when you get everybody in there together, it's a lot of fun with the 11-on-11.
How physical do you remember did like the spring game get? Were y'all tackling and doing everything?
Yeah. It was pretty physical, and I like that part of it because it's not like you hold back in practice, but it's like the defense there, and the blocking actually is. They say, hey, blocking's not live, but nah, it's always live regardless if you got shells on or full pads. But yeah, spring game's live. I mean, I think the defense. I never had the situation. They're not gonna like blindside you, freaking roll you by any means if you are not looking for a pass or something to protect you there. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy when it's actually tackling because I get to, get the feel for game time situation and break every tackle. So it's nice
when you're blocking a teammate in practice. And I don't know, like I'm trying to think who would be on the end, like Krishan's on the inside, Red's on the inside. Who are you blocking?
Sticks.
Well,
Falls.
Falls had some size on him.
Yeah.
Sticks was skinny.
He was like in the 230.
What was it? Pratt, Deion Pratt.
Yeah, Deion Pratt.
So do y'all have an understanding of how hard you're actually going, and do you talk about it, look at each other? How's that work?
Well, it's a lot easier to sort of gauge it when it's like I'm in the 3-point and he's in front of me. But if I have to come across formation and hit, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Sticks, my gosh, he had a hard head. And or like Randall, you're like, oh, hey, come on, don't be a fool. Because it's like you try and find that happy medium to I'm not going to just freaking crack you.
But if he's going, you got to go or you'll get hurt.
You're
so
right.
it's one of them.
Yeah, so you're kind of like, let's just feel it out. Because obviously, if about time Coach K saw me go and let up, and I got rocked, or we kind of what is a brotherly love hits, I guess, or blocking. They'll notice it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they get an understanding of it, obviously, in practice. But yeah, it was always hard to gauge, coming across formation. But in front, you're kind of like, you don't have to like go freaking crazy.
Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
God, that was always fun.
Bryce Williams joining us. You need to get out, Bryce. You want to do some outdoors real quick?
Yeah, I can.
All right. So you sent me a picture.
Yeah.
High atop Greenville and Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. And obviously you were not hunting, but I said, what are you doing? Hunting hogs from planes? I want to talk about that in a moment. But what were you doing in the sky the other day?
So a friend of mine has a pilot license, and he just texted me, hey, would you like to go get lunch somewhere in the plane? I'm like, well, yeah, sure. He picked Ocracoke. And I said, well, dang, okay. So Saturday morning we flew to Ocracoke for lunch, and I was like a little kid, just for the first time riding,
How long did that take you?
From Greenville to Ocracoke was 30 minutes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Man.
It's flying about 6,000 feet, and what was the neatest part about it is, I've been on numerous flights, but never anything, that, I guess.
Is it like small, I guess?
Yeah, it's like a 4-seater prop plane, and man, we're flying about 6,000 feet, and goodness gracious, what the coolest part was we flew due east, so we flew over every piece of water that I fished.
Oh yeah.
I mean, on a normal basis, we flew over the Tar, we flew over into flew over Chalkawing Bay, Bloods Creek, Bath, Durham, and just moved on down the Pamlico. And I was like, my goodness, to see it all from the air was the most wild thing. The mouth of Pamlico, like Jones Bay, Bay River, and to see it from up top is unreal. Like I get a map in real view. I mean, it was the wildest thing. Everything looked so small because on a boat, it's like, dang, the Pamlico's huge.
Right.
But
very cool. You need one of them with the you can land on the water.
Oh, I know.
That would
like,
be sweet.
Hey, bud, just drop me right there. Come pick me up.
All right. So is it like something like this at all?
Yeah,
Or I'm just. I googled 4-seat prop plane just to get an idea.
It's something like that
on what he's looking at. Yeah, that's neat. So I've seen those videos of like guys that you're literally like in a plane or a helicopter. Shooting wild hogs.
That would be unreal.
So why do you do it? Do you do it for your safety, or do you just see them that way?
It's just different. Just
why do you do it in a plane?
Probably you can get on them quicker because you fly around instead of kind of waiting and hunting them. I mean, you're hunting them, but
so you can hunt them traditionally.
Oh yeah. Traditionally over feeders or just out and about. But I mean, a plane, a helicopter, you can cover so much more ground. And also,
but man, you see them things running in their group and stuff. It's kind of.
It's
kind of scary because you see those stories. I don't know how real they are. Like they take over towns or whatever. You see those stories like wild hogs taking over.
They're definitely I would say a nuisance, especially farmlands. I mean, 100%. I mean, they definitely need to be regulated. But you talk about that would be a bucket list. I mean, to fly over and just rack them off. Oh my god, a lot of pork chops.
All right, what you been up to? Anything other than the?
Did that and then.
So you're usually land and sea, but now we got to add air to the outdoors.
Yeah.
You done any land and sea?
We did. So I did that Saturday, and then always prepping. So I sold my old four-wheeler, got a new four-wheeler to hunt off of. So kind of did that and cleaned that thing up. So
when did you get that?
That was Sunday.
I was gonna say you were looking or talking about it last week.
Yeah,
right?
so I ended up going the four-wheeler route rather than the side-by-side route. At the moment, so ended up upgrading a little bit. Not like a new four, but it's new to me. So excited about that. Davis likes riding it, so
that's cool.
Yeah,
got him on early. StroudsMarine.com. You can check out everything they have in their inventory there. Give them a call 252-751-0415 or go see them at Rivet Street. Bryce is a very happy customer at Stroud's Marine.
Yep.
And stands by him. All right, you heading out?
Are you good? I mean,
I could use you next segment to pick out numbers for me.
Yeah, I'll hang out.
All right, we got Vanna White, aka Bryce, joining us, and we will find out where all our callers today will end up in the West bracket in our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. Got that when we return. Pirate Radio Live, we have a 2-0 ECU baseball lead over Elon just right down the road at Clark LeClaire on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Back with you after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at children'shealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Attention, Eastern Carolina. 360 Golf Carts just received a massive delivery of 40 new golf carts, and they're going fast. Right now, owner Brian Harris is celebrating with a special sale event, giving you the chance to upgrade and save big on your next ride. But hurry, with 40 carts and the best prices, they won't last long. 360 Golf Carts on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. Proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Wyatt Lunsford Shankman. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We got a 2-0 lead. Okay, didn't get through. Throw to first in time. Inning over. Man on second for Elon, but good play in the infield, and the Pirates get out of the top of the third. 2-0 ECU leads, and baseball 2-1, Shirley. The softball score at last check.
Yes, still the same score, 2-1, top of the third.
All right, so Pirates leading in both against Elon, looking for the Elon sweep. Bryce Williams joining us. He will do the honors of picking out the numbers of the chest, and we will seed the West today. Who will get Arizona? Who will get, who's the 2 in the West? Purdue. We will find out. Bryce not going with High Point or Queens, 2 North Carolina schools, I noticed. High Point playing Wisconsin. I wanted to pick the upset, but Wisconsin's look too good. All right. Can I get some music, Shirley? I cannot start without the music. No. Gotta hear it. All right. Derek. Bryce, what number seed will Derek have? We'll tell you the team as well.
It is in my hand.
Okay, we got to do 16 of these, so
oh, okay.
I can pick up the pace a little bit.
My bad. 11. I totally thought it was like
just one guy?
Yes.
Number 11. So he's got the winner of tonight's game, Texas, NC State. All right, Will.
13.
Number 13. Lucky number 13 is Hawaii. Erica.
2.
Ooh, number 2, Purdue. Johnny.
6.
Johnny 6. That would be the BYU Cougars. Tommy.
3.
Ooh, number 3 will be Gonzaga. Blake.
7.
Blake gets number 7. That is Miami. Carrie.
12.
Going with the in-state High Point Panthers. John Moody.
16.
Oh, John.
Sorry, John.
Long-time listener. Gets stuck with the Sharks of Long Island. Juliana.
14.
14. Looking for the upset. That would have to be Kennesaw State, the Owls, playing Gonzaga. Weston.
1.
Oh, Weston gets my champion, the Arizona Wildcats. J-Dale.
Is 5.
J-Dale gets the 5. That is the Wisconsin Badgers. Look really good in the Big Ten tournament. Jeff.
Niner.
Jeff's a Niner. That is Utah State coming out of the Mountain West. Stanley.
15.
Oh, Stanley with a 15. Got the in-state Queens. Always forget their name. Their mascot's a lion. They are the Royals. 15. Ashley.
10.
Ashley. Missouri. Dempsey.
8.
8. That is Villanova. They've made runs before. And Chip.
4.
Chip is the 4, which gives him the SEC tournament champion Razorbacks of Arkansas. So that is the West, and now we have filled out our entire bracket with listeners and viewers, and everybody participating gets a Cucinella's gift card. So we will be here normal tomorrow. We have no Pirate Radio Live on Thursday or Friday, but we will have folks here. So if you want to come pick up your Cucinella's gift card this week, come on by and give us your name and bring an ID, and we will give you your free lunch to Cucinella's. All right, Bryce, I took a picture of your bracket. You are pulling for Duke, and you need Texas Tech to make a run. You need Nebraska to make a run. I'll be following that. It'd be cool to see them win their first game, and then what can they do after that, because they have never won a tournament game. That's kind of crazy. Known as a football power, not as a basketball school. And then if Lehigh can knock off Florida, you will be the man.
Yeah.
You got wacky on one pick this year.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens. All right, Bryce. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all.
We will take a timeout, come back, and wrap up a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live after this.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavalarestaurant.com.
Attention pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels and Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels and Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and Buick Enclave, Encore GX, Envision, and Invista, 0.9 and $3,000 off. Winter service special still going on, $210 in rebates on batteries, brakes, air filters, and wiper blades. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear,
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
It's bow time. We know there's a lot of breakfast sandwiches out there, but only Bojangles has the legendary Cajun Filet Biscuit. Shake things up with a boldly seasoned chicken breast on a fluffy, made-from-scratch biscuit with bow rounds and your choice of drink. So when you're craving something bold, something different, something that takes breakfast to a whole new level, the Cajun Filet Biscuit is waiting for you, along with crispy bow rounds and a drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
This is Garrett Saylor, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was another good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 46 points. It closed at 46,993. The NASDAQ was up 105 and finished at 22,479. The S&P was up 16 and closed out at 6,716. And that is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. And Clip, East Carolina has added another run on the board. It is now 3-1 East Carolina, with runners at first and second in the bottom of the third. Clip.
Softball 3-1, baseball 2-0 with runners on second and third, 2 outs. So looking for the Elon sweep in Greenville today. All right, intern Avery, this is your last day here this week. So let's get your, first of all, do you got any big first round upsets going?
Let me look. I don't think so. Oh, yeah. I got McNeese beating Vanderbilt.
Okay, that would be a big upset. How about your Final Four?
I got Duke, Houston, Wisconsin, and Virginia.
Wisconsin?
Yep.
And then, man, I wanted to take Virginia, but I like Iowa State a little too much. All right, who you got? Duke, Houston.
Duke.
Who you got? Wisconsin, Virginia.
Wisconsin.
It's a rematch of a championship from like 10 or so years ago. Who you got winning it?
Duke.
The Dukies. Winning it all for John Shire. Appreciate you, Avery. Shirley, we'll see you tomorrow with an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and good luck to everyone in our Cuccinella's March Madness contest. We'll see you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern